evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another stream. We're back tonight once again with the Arthur Leclerc career mode. We have got the Las Vegas Grand Prix for tonight. We are into the final 3 rounds of the season now, with Vegas tonight, Qatar on Thursday, and then Abu Dhabi on Saturday. A little bit of a mix-up in the streams this week because I'm away for work for a couple of days. So there'll be no stream on Wednesday. However, there's no creator series this week, so we'll also do career mode on Saturday as well. So career mode will be on Monday, Thursday, and Saturday this week. A little bit different to normal, but we can still get the 3 in 1 week. That's what we care for. So yeah, the season will be completed this week. So hopefully we can try and keep that championship charge on Verstappen going. But yeah. Did I watch the race on Sunday? Of course I did. Of course I did. Everything's changing? I know. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. All this work stuff trying to interfere in my life. I don't know, Jam. It's shocking, isn't it? It's shocking. But yeah, for those who missed it as well, F125, the reveal is coming on Wednesday this week, 26th of March. I don't know if you guys saw the post between EA Sports and Lewis Hamilton, but they have announced that the reveal will be on Wednesday this week. So F125 is right around the corner now. Right around the corner. Aston Martin merch for their Stroll dominance, I see. Dude, he's actually been cooking this season so far. No one will want to talk about it, but Lance Stroll's been cooking this season so far. Long may it continue. We need it. We really need it. Can't wait for F125. I think it has to be better, right? There's no way it's worse than the current game. So, been off work, watched on the reveal. If I'm home in time, I will. If I am home in time, I'll try and do it. But I feel like I'll be on site most of the morning. I don't know if I'll get home in time for 4 o'clock. So, if not, I may have to do some post reveal content creation and stuff, like in terms of short form, but yeah, unfortunately, it's going to be down to how quickly I can get back from work, so we'll see. We'll see. What up, Lance? How's it going, mate? Ferrari are letting me down, bro. They're letting down every Ferrari fan right now. How's the Ferrari 488 GT3 wheel? Any good? I'm not too familiar with that one, Jam, to be honest with you. Not too familiar. I'm sure it probably is fine, though. There sounds to be the only playable character. Maybe. Maybe. But for those who missed it, let me go on the screen real quick for you guys who haven't seen it yet. But Lewis Hamilton and EA posted this on their timeline. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty clean, isn't it? The cover art is very, very clean. It looks really, really nice. First, they say, if it's not a new handler model, I'm not buying, I'll buy. There will be... I don't know if it's going to be a new handler model, but I definitely think there's going to be like a big overhaul in the handler model this year. So, yeah, whether there'll be a new one, I'm not too sure, but there'll definitely be changes to handler model, no doubt. No doubt. Chaz, thank you much for the raid, buddy. I appreciate that, dude. Welcome everyone from Chaz's stream. Hope we're doing good. You guys are joining us at a good time. We've just had F125 been announced and revealed. So, well, the reveal's on Wednesday, but yeah. Iconic edition for the season just started, and yeah, iconic, yeah. I mean, I think it's probably more about the driver, right? Iconic driver and stuff, so, yeah. But the cover art is really cool. I love, like, the popping color effect and stuff. Like, the iconic edition does seem pretty dope. I'm interested to see what the base edition looks like, though. Very, very interested. But yeah, I hope you had a good stream, Chess. Appreciate you rating over, dudes. Hope everyone had a good stream over there as well. Hope everyone enjoyed it. When will F125 come out? That'll be revealed on Wednesday. I'm pretty sure everything will be revealed on Wednesday. I'm sure they'll announce the changes. They'll show some gameplay. They'll announce the reveal date. I assume the release date will probably be mid to late May. No, it won't be this month. Definitely not. It won't be released this month. It'll most likely be mid to late May. But yeah, we'll find out everything on Wednesday. Reckon about early June. I can still see it coming out in mid to late May. That's still 2 months away at the end of the day. So I can still see that happening. Come over the conditions to give us 5,000 Bitcoin and 3 exclusive rates for 50% higher price. Yep. And let's be honest, there's going to be barely any customization as well. So can't believe this season starts in Japan. Can't wait. I think the season for Ferrari always starts the race after, right? If they have a bad race in Japan, it starts in Saudi. Wait, is it Bahrain or Saudi first? I think it's Bahrain actually, isn't it? It will start in Bahrain then. Where the season should have started. Or it would have last year, at least. It was late June last year. No, it wasn't. Yeah, F124 came out like mid to late May, I think it was. Like it always has. The release dates for F125 have got earlier and earlier, Jam. Over the years, they've been getting earlier and earlier. If I go to F124 here, you could probably see it. Store page. Yeah, release date 31st of May. So the premium edition came out like 3 days before. So it has been getting earlier and earlier. I don't know if this will not be earlier. It might be, it might not be, but yeah. That's for Ferrari and Bahrain. No. It starts in Bahrain. Yeah, sorry, my bad. Apologies. Who's my favorite driver? Verstappen's my favorite driver. Max Verstappen. But yeah, that is the latest news we have on F125. So hopefully on Wednesday we can get some insights into the new changes, see what's coming, what we're expecting, and find out what day will be released as well. So yeah, pretty exciting times right now. Very, very exciting. Like I say, if I'm home in time on Wednesday, we'll do a watch along for the reveal, but no guarantees right now. But if I am at home in time, then we'll do a live watch along together and have a look through the brand new game. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let's get cracking for the career mode, shall we? So, we do have Las Vegas for tonight. 3 rounds left to go in the season with Vegas tonight, Qatar on Thursday, and then Abu Dhabi on Saturdays. This will be the final week of the opening season with Arthur Leclerc in Formula 1. So, let's see. Let's see. Watch along while you drive. Yeah, probably not. I'd get pulled over very quickly. It's 8:58 GMT. It says on YouTube. What? The reveal's at 4 o'clock on Wednesday. 4 p.m. Wednesday is the reveal. It will premiere at 4 p.m. Have the cops watched it? Exactly. They'll love it. They'll love it. Right, what we got to do then? Yeah, it's what's F1 YouTube. Yeah, the reveal's at 4 o'clock. If it says 8:58, whatever now, it probably isn't quite true. Maybe that's when, like, the big countdown starts until 4 o'clock, but the actual reveal will be at 4 o'clock. Maybe the video starts at 9 a.m., but the actual reveal will be at 4. Yeah, there you go. For those who said Aston Martin prediction, enjoy your points. Right, let's get our specialist done, shall we? So, complete 6 laps using at least 3 different engine components. We're not going to do that, I don't think. We'll do 23 miles. That should be fine. DRS left 160 seconds. Should be fine as well. 6 laps in practice. 6 after penalties. We'll probably do 6 laps in practice fine. And we'll do 50 seconds in 5th gear. There we go. Perfect. All right. Let's head into Las Vegas. Let's see what the strip is offering for us today. Loving the haircut, my guy. I needed one, dude. My hair was getting way too long and messy. I needed one, so I had to do it. Is that an R5 base? No, I'm using the R9. The R9 V2. Yeah, you paid out the right one. You're good, cake. 7K going to 4 people. There you go. Right, looks like we are going to get a dry weekend. No rain forecast for practice, no rain forecast for quali, and no rain forecast for the race as well. So it should be a full dry weekend, which is nice to say about Vegas. Right, let's set our car up for the weekend then, shall we? Well, for practice, first of all. To be honest, we can probably stay with one of these now, actually. Because only 3 races to go now. So we probably can afford to use some of the fresher ones. We'll go number 1 here. We'll go number 3 there. Number 2 here. And then gearbox we'll go with... we're still number 4, actually. Should be fine. There we go. That'll be our setup for practice. All right. Let's head into FP1, shall we? Let's just jump AI back to where it should be at 108 for practice. And let's get cracking for FP1. We've got race strategy, time management, and ERS management all to do today. So let's get cracking. Love your content. Appreciate you, Jenny. Thank you, dudes.
Fast cars, bright lights.
Thank you, Nayo, as well. Appreciate you, man.
Here in Las Vegas.
No worries, Deco.
Sensational show.
What up, Pabo? What up, Finn? W trim. It's only like my my local walk-in barber. It's like £12 for a trim. It's nothing crazy. I'm not one of those people that will go like crazy on haircuts and things like that. I'm fairly simple when it comes to hair. A lot of people will pay like good money for their barber. I'm not one of those people. I don't think I care enough. Yours is 10? Yeah, ours got hit by inflation, unfortunately. I remember when my barber used to be like 6 or 7 quid. Now it's, yeah, double that. And that was only like 10 years ago as well, so... Kind of mad, isn't it? Kind of shows the inflation, really, doesn't it? Right, let's go into our Vegas setup. There we go. Put that to 3 laps there as well. Right, let's start off with time measurement, I think. We use the hard tie for that. Why don't you do 110 for practice? I use practice to try and figure out what AI level I should be at. So, if I go 108 is like my average rating for most tracks. And then I use that to judge whether I need to drop it a tiny bit or up it a little bit. If I find that I'm too quick in practice, I'll always up it to 110. But it's like my my baseline, essentially, 108. That's race strat. Time management. There we go.
Don't push the car just yet. Track is still green. Try to take it easy.
What's the best steering wheel when you start playing? I mean, the best steering wheel will be the ones that cost a lot of money. However, if you're looking to get into like racing and stuff like that, then something like a G923 or a T248 from Thrustmaster is fine. My style is shower and leave it to dry. Honestly, same. I genuinely do not do anything with my hair. There's actually been a surprise few people that have come into my stream being like, yo, what do you do with your hair? It looks great. And I'm like, are you being serious or? Because I literally don't do anything with it. I wash it, I comb it the way I want it, and then just let it dry. Like, I don't do anything special. Would you say you'd be able to compete with the professional sim racers like Yano and Blakely? No. Those guys are, like, probably a second and a half, 2 seconds a lap faster than me. I'd be nowhere near them. Basically noob, yeah. Leave it to dry or dry it? No, I just leave it to dry. I don't do anything with it. I don't use a hairdryer or anything like that. I literally just let nature do its thing for me. How do you turn racing line off? Are you asking in terms of like a literal sense, or are you asking like how to actually, you know, race without it? Lewis is not looking good this 2 race. Well, he did win the sprint race, so I wouldn't say he's doing too bad, to be honest with you. Oops. I wouldn't mind if my driver could win a race right now, to be honest with you. Actually racing without it. I would recommend looking up some track guides on YouTube. There's a lot of very knowledgeable people who can show you where to brake, where to position your car. It's all about reference points. Oh, these hard tires are a bit cold. Reference points are vital for every single corner. Sometimes it'll be a distance board. It might be a floodlight. The start or end of a curb. The curb changing color. It can literally be anything, so... Use shadows for brake markers. Definitely. Shadows are definitely the best brake marker you can use. The guy in front might disagree, but... Watch Brandon Lee on YouTube? Yeah, he's done quite a lot of tutorials, hasn't he? It's something I've always thought about doing as well, was like individual track guides. Never got around to doing. Maybe for F125 I might do something like that, but... Yeah. Maybe once I learn the handling of F125. I saw a report that Red Bull might switch Yuki and Liam. I saw that as well, yeah. It's quite a hot rumor right now. I've also seen a rumor saying that they might drop Liam completely and then bring Colapinto into Racing Bull and promote Yuki to Red Bull. That's, to me, that's kind of wild, I'm not going to lie. To completely drop Lawson, that would be a big kick in the teeth, Jim, wouldn't it? Any latest rumors in the F125 game? All we've got so far is the revealers on Wednesday. There's been no other leaks so far.
Program complete. And a job
That's a pretty good lap.
We got some excellent data with that.
Even with the mistake in turn 1.
Come on back to the garage and I can take you through the numbers.
We'll do a couple more laps of this hard tyre though, just get a feel for it. Probably will be a tyre we use at some point this race, so... Yuki at Red Bull? I mean, he should have been there from the off, really, shouldn't he? But the thing is, we kind of spoke about this a little bit yesterday. If you're Yuki Tsunoda, and you've seen, like, the history of, you know, the second drivers at Red Bull, you've seen how they've struggled with the car, you've seen their complaints about it, do you look at that and actually think, yeah, I want to go there and do that? Because let's be honest, I'm not going to lie, that Racing Bull doesn't look like a bad car this year. I think a lot of the drivers see that Red Bull and think, oh, yeah, that's a title-winning car. That's a car that could get race wins and things. I could do that. They get there and realize it's nothing like that. So, like, I don't know. I don't want Yuki's career to go upside down because he makes a bold move like that, right? Like, Yuki is obviously a very clearly talented driver. He's proven himself on many occasions, in my opinion. He's beaten every teammate he's come up against. You know, he's a very, very good driver. We all know that now. But if he actually went to Red Bull and the same thing happens to what's happened to many other drivers so far, Like, that could genuinely turn his career upside down. Oh, hello. Better rear lock. Max should have left Red Bull. I think Max is very loyal to Red Bull. I think he really wants to continue, you know, succeeding with them. I think he's very desperate to try and make that car successful again. Red Bull only care about Max? Yeah. But then what happens to the team if Max does leave? If Red Bull continuously put up a stinker car every year, is Max eventually going to jump team? Like, if that happens, that is Red Bull in a very bad spot. Because he's not a driver you can very easily replace, is it? Are cars from one team to another really that much different? Yes. Yes, massively. It may not look like it. They may all, like, kind of look the same. But if you actually really look into the car a bit more, they are immensely different. Immensely different. Somehow got a little bit quicker, actually. Thought that was a bit worse. Any thoughts on Bottas' performance? I think he was very unlucky in Australia. We also saw that Sauber looks a shitbox. It looks awful. I don't know if you guys saw the footage of the opening lap where both Hulkenberg and Bottas went off. Dude, that car looks horrible to drive. Absolutely horrible. I think it was unlucky in Australia with that suspension failure, but what can you do?
Good morning, all.
Carter coming in with the 8-month resub as well. Very much Carter for the 8 months, buddy. I appreciate that. Ladies and gentlemen, that's been chat. Welcome, Carter. Into Vince fan for the 8 months. Appreciate it, buddy. Thank you, dudes. Literally noob. Literally. Yeah, that's how... Oh, God. Hello. Okay, well, box. How's the wrist feeling? Not too bad today. They're getting better. Thankfully, F1's a lot softer on force feedback, so we'll be all right today, I think. Hey, it's a minute, but Max just pulls the best out of that car. He's carrying it at the moment. I genuinely dread to think where Red Bull will be without him right now. I know they've kind of, like, built the team around him, essentially, but the fact they have a bad car is really not good for Max and for Red Bull. Because now their second driver is absolutely useless, essentially. And even Max is... I mean, he's doing the best he can with what he's got, but he's not going to be in a championship fight this year. I'd be very, very, very surprised if he does that. Do you reckon Lando win the championship this year? Yes. Although Piastri does look like he's got something to say about that. Piastri had some very good pace in Australia. Obviously, he had that moment, which unfortunately for him dropped him back. And then obviously looked very quick throughout China as well. So, yeah, it could be a bit of a 2016 season between the two McLarens. We'll see. Hot take, George could win the championship. That Mercedes doesn't look bad, to be fair, does it? I don't think George will have a bigger chance than someone like Max, I don't think. But that Mercedes does look decent. Better than I thought it would be. Iconic Edition F125 is out May 27th as per the EA trailer link on YouTube. Anything about the base edition? Probably 3 days later, I guess, isn't it? How do you guys stay up to date on F1 news and interviews? Is there a channel to follow? There's a few, like, news accounts and stuff on Twitter and Instagram and things like that. You've got, like, Formula racers who are usually okay with their news. You could even just follow F1, to be fair. Even F1 posts news from time to time. So, I follow, like, a couple of, like, team-specific accounts and things that are usually very reliable, too. So, you just kind of need to understand who are the reliable sources, really, to follow along with. I'd probably recommend Chris Medland. He's usually a very good source. He's one of the better ones. I think this season's going to be amazing. I don't know. I'm still a bit unsure how the season will plan out in general, but... How did Ferrari get a double DNF? It was a DSQ. They both got disqualified for individual things. Leclerc's car was too light, and then Hamilton's skid wear was too much as well. 0.5 millimeters, I believe. which may not sound like a lot, but obviously in F1 terms, it's, yeah, it does help. Did McLaren say who is driver one? They don't believe in a driver one at McLaren. Same with how Ferrari are right now. They don't really believe in having a driver one, driver two. I think McLaren, it does feel like they're going to prioritize Lando. They keep saying they don't have a driver one, but I do feel like they're going to prioritize Lando. But I hope they keep it even between them. And same for Ferrari as well. Crazy that Charles fast with a broken wing. It's weird how F1 works sometimes, isn't it? They were saying that he lost, 20 points downforce, was it? With that broken wing, but he was still flying. It was madness. Absolute madness. What's the purpose of the skid block? For that very reason. To measure if a car is running its ride height too low. The very reason that Lewis Hamilton got disqualified is to make sure they're not running any setups that are bad, essentially. Or too outside of regulation. Physics don't make sense? Yup. The physics don't be physicking sometimes. Right, let's go on... we've got 3 out of 5 on time management. Ouch. Drive a lap without leaving the track. When did I leave the track? I did not leave the track at any point. Okay. Let's do the... Yeah, right. No. Let's do race strategy, actually. We'll do mediums on that. Didn't Lewis get disqualified last year? Also at Texas? Maybe. I know George Russell got disqualified at Spa. Hamilton might got disqualification last year. I can't remember. My memory is usually pretty bad, so...
All set, we're ready to go, so let's get the car out onto the track.
Are Max and Lando still friends? I saw on the Drive to Survive they fell out. Oh my god. This is exactly what Lando Norris is talking about. This is the problem I have with Drive to Survive. People genuinely believe that shit. This is exactly why I don't like Drive to Survive. It pains me, man. It pains me. Drive to Survive will literally lie through their teeth and everyone believes it. It's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. Sean Lewis with Diz kidding coach. I think that was 2 years ago. Does sound about right, yeah. What I will say is never believe anything Drive to Survive says. They forge so much stuff. So much. If you got into F1 because of Drive to Survive, first of all, great. I mean, Drive to Survive is doing its job in that sense. However, you've got to take a lot of the stuff they say with a pinch of salt. It's really poor. What they do. Really, really poor. What place we end up with a 12-hour? P2 in the end. We almost got the W, but yeah, P2 in the end in the 12-hour. I still watch GTS just for the love of the sport, but my god, it's so often over-dramatized. I can't even watch it anymore. I genuinely can't. I enjoyed the first couple seasons, but then when I started noticing those things, I couldn't watch it. I really couldn't. It's great at introducing new fans into the sport, and in that sense, it's fine. And if you watch it and understand that it is a lot of, you know, fake BS a lot of the time, then also fine, but I don't like it. It's not for me. It's not for me. It used to be great to show the behind the scenes, and to be fair, they still do get that right sometimes. Like, there are a lot of behind the scenes which are quite fun to see. But like I say, this whole fake rivalry thing and acting like drivers hate each other when they're best friends and things is... Yeah, I can't do it. It's not my cup of tea. Whatever gets views, that's it. That's exactly it. They're still friends? Yes. Lando and Max get on very well. They were literally playing paddle with each other in Australia, for God's sake. I mean... It might have been in China, actually. I can't remember. But either way, they were literally hanging out with Danny Ricciardo and stuff. Appreciate his scream. Liam Lawson needs to leave Red Bull. I mean, with the latest rumors going around, it may well happen. It may well happen. My tire's still cold. Yeah, a little bit. Fronts are pretty low right now. Will the community race start at 6 rather than 7 this week? Yes. Yeah, if we are going to do 100%, which looks very likely right now, then, yeah, we'll start the community race at 6. We're still going to do a full qualifying. So we'll still do the whole full Q1, Q2, Q3. And that would take us to about 7 o'clock. And then after that, we'll do the 100%. So it would still be a little bit longer. Actually, to be fair, no, it might not be, actually. It might still be about the same amount of time. Touch longer, possibly. You better make sure I'm in the community race. You better sign up. That's all I can say. I'm not making exceptions this time, though. If something glitches, I can't help you. I was being generous that day, but I can't keep doing it going forward. Otherwise, everyone will expect me to do it. It's not your fault, Dom. This is exactly the problem I have with Drive to Survive. I've been talking about it for ages. You're not the only person, I promise you. What do I think of Hamilton so far? So far, so good. Did very well in the sprint race in China. Obviously, in Australia, would have been on for a good result there as well, but Ferrari completely messed up the strategy. Went back to their old ways almost with that, but, you know, Hamilton's done good so far. I don't think he'll be in the championship fight or anything, but, yeah. How do we sign up? The sign up comes out on Discord every Sunday in the afternoon. Back to being fast driver on the track. I think we probably can do 110, can't we? Because on the medium tire, we're faster than Perez and... oh, hello. Bit of a bump on the wall. We're faster than the soft tire, guys, so... I hate this corner so much. That's my least favorite corner this entire track. Sorry, R1. The braking point for that is very awkward. Very, very awkward. When do I have dinner? Usually like half an hour before my stream. Maybe sometimes after stream, but yeah, usually always before. Imagine Lando and Max in the same team. Yeah, I doubt it, to be fair. I doubt it. Look at that straight line speed over Alex Albon. He's even got the slipstream as well, and he's nowhere near us. Love to see it. Our straight line speed is going to be very good this weekend, I think. Very, very good. Might be a little bit slower in the corners, but yeah, down the strip there will be very, very quick. Who do I think win the championship? Probably Lando. Got 3 greens so far. Let's try and get the purples. Oh, bit of a touch on the wall. Is this Australia? No. This is Vegas. Bit better on the brakes that time. Yeah, in the first sector, our delta's actually fairly tight, isn't it? I think the delta opens up big time down the straights. I think this track is one of the most nerve-wracking tracks in real life. Nah, I'd say Monaco. Definitely Monaco. Albon's getting our toe again. We're literally helping Albon's lap time right now, I think. 2 Williams working together in practice. Favorite team and driver? Aston Martin and Verstappen. Yeah, I mean, look how much delta we're getting down the straight, so that's insane. Absolutely insane. Not Saudi? I don't know. When I drive personally, I feel more nerves in a place like Monaco than I do Saudi, in my opinion. I think because Saudi is like a lot wider and faster, you don't really have time to process the nerves. Maybe, I don't know. Whereas in Monaco, obviously, it's a lot of a slower track, and the walls are very tight and close to you, and the track tightens up everywhere. Yeah, I think it's a bit nervier in that sense. And I guess the prestige of it as well, right? Everyone wants to win Monaco. Saudi's boring. L take. Big L take. Lester, thanks for following on Twitch, mate. Appreciate it. Welcome in as well. Also not expecting Madison to back up that. Saudi's a great track. I love Saudi. It's probably in my top 5. Spa, Japan, Saudi. They are all comfortably in my top 5. I was not too sure what the other 2 would be, to be honest with you, but... yeah, those 3 definitely in there. We're also doing a pretty good job on match right now as well, which is nice to see. That'll be important for this weekend. Do I like Baku? I don't mind Baku. Not my top 5, but I do like it.
Okay,
30.7, new PB right at the end.
good job indeed.
Nice.
Got a lot of valuable
We'll do one more lap.
Well done.
We've got an extra lap of fuel, so we'll just push one more. And that will do us for FP1, I think. How to learn no TC. Learn how to manage your throttle. You can't be slamming the throttle down everywhere out of corners, otherwise you're going to spin. So learn how to slowly push the throttle down as you exit the corner. Make sure the car is nice and straight before you really put the throttle down. You can see by my telemetry, I wait until the car is fully lined up and straightened up before I go full throttle, so... it's a bit like learning how to trail brake, but the opposite. Interlagos, Spa, Suzuka, Kota, Jeddah. It's a pretty good top 5, that, to be fair. That's a very good top 5. I do think Kota is quite an underrated track. Same as Mexico, I'm not going to lie. Not many people rate Mexico that highly, but I like it. Maybe because I'm just good there, I don't know. Usually I'm pretty good at Mexico for whatever reason. But not many people rate it that much, so... AD, thanks for following, mate. Appreciate it. You should do Zambo for the community race. Whatever the wheel decides is what we'll do. 30.8 at the end there as well. Nice. Okay. Happy with those lap times. That felt pretty good. Very happy with those. Portimao in Portugal. Good track, but not my top 5. The problem I have with Portimao is it's great fun to drive. But I don't think it's good for modern day F1, to be honest. There's only 1, maybe 2 overtaking zones. And that's at turn 1 and... oops. Thought that corner existed. Turn 1 and I think it's turn 5. The second straight. That's kind of it. Good track, just not ready for F1. Or modern day F1. Not a big fan of Mexico. Main straight too long and sector 2 feels impossible to do right. That's the thing, though. When you actually do get sector 2 right and it all comes together, like, it feels really good in my opinion. And I enjoy the final sector as well. I like that it, like, slows down a lot and just kind of prepares you for the lap again almost. I do agree, though, about the main straight. It is definitely a bit too long. Makes overtaking a little too easy, really. But, yeah, the rest of the track, I really enjoy it. Don't understand what's double DRS zone. Yeah, and it's not just that. It's not the fact that it's a double DRS zone. It's also the fact that there's only 1 detection point for the 2 as well. So if you get cooked down towards turn 1, there's no chance of getting back at turn 4 either. Like, it kind of dismisses the whole overtaking thing, doesn't it? Bring back Hockenheim. Hockenheim, Malaysia, Kyalami, Istanbul. There are just a few tracks I'd love to have back in F1 again. What's about great quality track? Racing is mid. I can agree with that, yeah. I can agree with that. What's your thoughts on Canada? I like Canada. Montreal's good fun. I'd say that's maybe slightly underrated too. You usually do get good racing there in real life, at least, so. But yeah, not many people talk too much about Canada. Some of the most iconic races we've had in F1 have actually come from Canada, so. Yeah, I like Montreal. Notice the lack of Hanoi in that sentence for good reason. For very good reason. Egglick, thanks for following Twitch. We appreciate it. Welcome in as well. Yeah, Miami is not a track for me at all. Right, that will do us for FP1 then, I think. We do finish up on top of the 30.7. We did go fast in that final sector, and look how much by. Oh my god. We were almost a second quicker than Perez in the final sector. We were still half a second quicker than Albon as well, and he had tow. He had the slipstream. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. That is going to be spicy in that final straight, isn't it? Very, very spicy. What's my front brake bias? I want to say 55 here. Maybe 56. What about Nürburgring? I love that track. Nürburgring's great. Again, maybe not so much for F1 these days, but it's a classic. I love Nürb. What's my diff? I always have my diff at 100. Unless it's raining, I might drop it a little bit for the rain, but in the dry, always 100. Favorite track in reverse? I've not done many, I'm not gonna lie. What would be the best track in reverse? I could say Belgium again, I'm not gonna lie. Going through Eau Rouge with 0 downforce.
We'll be back shortly for more Formula 1 action.
Also, potentially unpopular opinion, Red Bull Ring is boring now. I don't think that's unpopular, I'm not gonna lie. Monza would be crazy. Do you know what? I actually feel like I would enjoy Monza more if it was reverse. I feel like I said this about most tracks. That that'd be more fun in reverse. Because it's something different, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know. I need to have a few laps trying a few different tracks to really say, but right, that is the end of FP1, ladies and gentlemen. We do finish up on top. We could definitely go 110 AI, I think. Finishing that far up on Sergio Perez while on a medium tire is yeah, definitely telling. Alex Albon did some good lap times, though. Again, he got a bit of a tow from us on his medium laps, but either way, still put some good time down. Verstappen in 6th there on the medium tyre. Everyone else in that top 10 on soft. So we finish up on top. Perez in 2nd, Piastri in 3rd, Albon in 4th in that medium, George Russell in 5th, Verstappen 6th, then Norris, Ocon, Hamilton, and Zhou Guanyu in that top 10 right now as well. But lots of drivers on mediums or hards there, so we'll see them go quicker when they're on soft tyres. All right, FP1 done with. Let's go on to FP2. Unpopular opinion, but Silverstone's overrated. Ooh, that's definitely unpopular, I think. The general public typically do like Silverstone. Do you prefer the old layout of Silverstone or the new one? Let's put the AI back to 110. There we go. Feel like code's reverse just the same as normal. A little bit, not by much, though. Obviously, the S section towards the end would be kind of interesting because it goes uphill instead of downhill, doesn't it? So, can you show us your settings? Which one? What settings are you looking for? Corey, thanks for following Twitch, mate. Appreciate it as well, dudes. I don't know. I do like Silverstone. The reason I might be sort of, like, critical of it is because I suck at it. Typically, I'm quite slow at Silverstone. I don't know why. It's a track that I just don't do very good at, for whatever reason. My car setup? My car setup is from Sim Racing Center, so if you want to see my setup, you have to get them from there. I use the exact same setups they do. Right. We've got ERS management and probably some quality laps, and that'll be us done for practice. So let's crack on with ERS management. We've got plenty of soft tires we can use here, so I might even give tire management another go as well. Try and get 5 out of 5 on that, but let's start off with the ERS. Can you recommend a good beginner setup? A good beginner steering wheel? As Deadcore said, Logitech G923 or the Thrustmaster T248 are my recommendations. I feel like I should make a YouTube video on this. Of me saying the best sort of starter setups and things. Have no idea why drivers use mediums in Q3. It's quite rare that happens. Usually it's just to set like a banker down and rub in a set of tires for the race. It's never like a tire they'll actually genuinely do a fast lap on. It's just a tire they'll use to put a banker down, rub in a tire a little bit just to give them a bit more grip on their outlap in the race with it. That's it. Share the talent. I ain't got much to share. I've got T3 you can borrow for the video. Just fly out to Vancouver. Unfortunately, it won't be like a video where I try all things. Because I'll be spending a lot of money to do that. I would not get the benefit of it. Make a video, make a command to link it? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I want to get more competitive and have a T248 right now. Maybe upgrade to T300, similar to what Noob has. T300 is always a good upgrade. What up, Cubic? Yeah, 26th of March is the reveal of the game. Technically also the announcement as well, but... yeah. 25th March will be the reveal. We'll find out everything about the game on Wednesday. I'm not too sure I'll be able to go live for it, because I'm on site that day, but... yeah, hopefully I'm back in time. If not, then I'll make a video on TikTok or something. Favorite flavor of Monster? Probably the Ultra Rosa. Well, that was very close to the wall on the right-hand side there. I really don't like this corner. It's so blind. What is it with American tracks and having blind corners? They love it, don't they? They absolutely love it. Wherever it's an IRL F1 car, everyone will be in for a shock. Good luck paying for that. Gotta be a little bit careful with the battery here. We're in the green right now, which isn't too bad. Let's try and keep it there. I'm not going to use any overtake. What team do I support in F1? I'm a Aston Martin fan. I also like Red Bull as well, but Aston Martin my number one team. Oh wow, that really drops off at the end, didn't it? Which corner encoder is blind? Turn 1 and the penultimate corner. That drops off a lot at the end. We'll try and do a bit more saving. That was good for the first few corners. Can I explain front brake bias and differential? Front brake bias is basically how much braking power you're putting into the front brakes and the rear. So, for example, I'm at 55 right now, which means I'm putting 55% of the braking power into the front brakes and 45 into the rear. So it's all about the sharing of the braking power, essentially. Differential is basically the rate the rear wheels will spin out through a corner, essentially. Mark, if you could not interrupt me, that'd be great. So going through like longer corners and stuff, the right, like for that left-handed there, for example, the right wheel would spin up a bit more than the left wheel. It just helps with a bit more grip through corners and stuff. And yeah, it just allows the wheels to spin at different rates, essentially. I hope I explained that well. I apologize if that confused you. I'm not very good at explaining, but... It's a little bit better this time. Not by much, but it is a bit better. It's going to be hard to get a purple out of this one. Might get a little bit of traffic here as well, which isn't ideal. Yeah, maybe noob. Yeah. Chamber's always good with it. It's played quite well, to be honest. Perfect. They are quite difficult things to explain, especially while you're driving, so. I swear there's a glitch with the ERS bench at the end of the lap. On this track. Not that I noticed. Not that I noticed. Could you recommend some tips on how to spin my not spin my rears in Bahrain Turn 1? If you're really struggling, then maybe try with the traction control on first. Just to kind of help you a little bit, but it could be multiple things. It could be just like how your technique is. It could be a bad setup. Yeah, it could be a lot of different things. Maybe you're being too aggressive on the throttle. Something like that. I'm gonna get a little bit cheeky with the battery here. No, it's still going down. Maybe you're right. Maybe it is a little bit glitched. Because I had it in none then. It was still going down. That was an identical path as well, wasn't it?
Head on back to the garage and we'll start going over the data.
Fair enough. Okay, that'll do us for that program. We still got a green. It's not too bad. I think I might give that tire match another go, though. Let's see if I can get purple on that one. Exactly, Scott, yeah. And being able to change the differential setting means that through the longer corners and stuff, those wheels change at different rates, meaning you get more grip for those corners. But the disadvantage to that would be, for example, the Monza chicanes. Trying to power out of those corners, you might get a bit more wheel spin and stuff like that because the tires are going at different rates. So if you have it at like more of a locked differential, you'll be great coming out of chicanes and things, but might be a little bit weaker through the longer corners and stuff. Do I have any assists on? No. All my assists are off. Why is the Metabol 100 diff? Because the cars in this game have so much rotation that you don't need anymore. That's the biggest problem with this handling model, is that the front end's very sharp, and there's barely any weight transfer, so the car just turns in and handles like there's no problem. So you might as well run at 100 diff to give you the maximum on the exits, because why do you need more rotation? The game's already giving you max rotation. Why do you need any more? It's just the meta of how the handling model is, basically. How do you manage tire wear while not sacrificing too much speed and pace? Unfortunately, with this game, it's very difficult to manage tire wear. The best things I can really suggest is just, like, trying to reduce your steering inputs to keep the temperatures down. Same with, like, the throttle and things like that. Don't spin up the rears too much. But in this game, unfortunately, it's quite difficult to do that because of how the tire model is, essentially. So the biggest thing I could suggest setup-wise is just make sure you're running maximum tire pressures. That's the best way. It sounds stupid, I know, but max tire pressures is the best way to keep your tires cool in this game. It's very backwards. Very, very backwards. Are you quick using manual or automatic? Manual by far. Manual by far. Nicky, thanks for following me. Appreciate you, dude. Welcome in as well. Yeah, staying off curbs can help a little bit. Again, in this game, not as much. Obviously, in real life, it would help a lot, but in this game, it doesn't make a massive difference. But yeah. Is F125 out? No. Our announcement for F125 will be out on Wednesday, though. They'll be revealing everything F125 on Wednesday. Yeah, let's give this tire match another go, shall we? How many tires we got? We've got 3 more sets of softs, so we can do this program, try and push 5 out of 5, and then after that, we'll see if we can do a couple quali laps.
Okay, that's all the checks complete. We're ready to go.
Successfully transferred iRacing from Steam to Direct. Good. It always looks appetizing on Steam because it's, you know, all in one place and you get discounts quite nice on Steam sometimes, but it's a pain in the ass. Real big pain in the ass. Dylan, thanks for following us, mate. Appreciate it. Welcome in too. Apparently, oh, hello. Surprise Red Bull. Apparently the handle is based on what Verstappen prefers to have in his Red Bull. See, I don't know about that. I mean, yeah, the handling is very pointy and sharp in the same sense that Verstappen likes it, but I mean, that guy, he drives F1. He's raced multiple different cars in his time. He plays a lot of iRacing. Are you really going to tell me that he played this and thought it was realistic? Because I don't believe that. I refuse to believe it. I understand that he is someone who does like a pointy car, but there's no way he played this and thought it was realistic. I refuse to believe that. I think they just use that as a bit of a marketing ploy, really. Yeah, and the updates as well, exactly. I always do required only. To be fair, Jam, with your new internet, though, who knows? Who knows, Todd? We'll never know. We'll never know. He probably gave some input and they ran it for marketing. Exactly. I think it was literally just all marketing, to be honest with you. Like, yeah, he probably did speak to devs a little bit and he might have given a bit of feedback on how he likes an F1 car, but just because he likes an F1 car like that doesn't mean everyone does, right? So, yeah, I don't know. It was weird. There were some, like, good changes for this game, though. Like, I know this game does get a lot of criticism, and rightly so. But there were some good changes. Like, the battery modes and stuff. I really like the battery modes. I like the whole battery management phase this year. I feel like if they added Dirty Air, this would not be a bad game, in my opinion. It wouldn't be great because of the handling model, but if they had Dirty Air, I think it'd make the racing, like, a lot less predictable. Because at the moment, a lot of league races and stuff are just sitting in long trains and just waiting till the end to, you know, go flat out. And it's a little bit long and boring like that. But that's where the game is, so. Excuse me, Lance. Thank you. Yeah, I do agree. I think changing the battery was a good idea, but I do think it needs a bit of tweaking still. Like, for example, I can charge my battery by doing this. Going into none, shift down, shift back up. My battery goes up like that. That's not realistic. It needs a lot of tweaking. I like the idea of it, but it just needs some tweaking. How can devs create dirty air physics? The same way that iRacing's done it. iRacing's done it plenty. They know how to do it. I ain't no dev, so I don't know how to do it, but... end of the day, that's their job to figure it out, right? The fact you can even shift down at VMAX is crazy, yeah. It's funny because your engineer will warn you about dirty air, literally. He would tell you that you're in the turbulent air of the car in front, but then you don't get any anyway because it's not in the game. Can you explain slipstream and dirty air? So they're technically the same thing. Technically. But dirty air is something you'd feel more in, like, cornering, for example. So this car in front of me, for example, down the straights, they'd be opening up the air for me, essentially. The thing with F1 is it's all about air. Everything is about air. Which is why Adrian Newey is kind of considered someone who can see air. Because he's been the mastermind behind creating F1 cars that are very good in dirty air and braking air and stuff like that. But that car in front of me right now is basically opening up the air for me, which means I get the slipstream of it. I'm inside of that broken air, which means I can get closer and closer to him based off of that alone. The air's going over me. I don't have to break the air. He's doing it for me. But through corners, it will disrupt the air. The air moves around a lot more in the corners because you're going at different speeds, different rates, different lines and things like that. Which is why sometimes you'll see drivers weaving to break a toe. I break wind all the time. Same. Why does slipstream work but dirty air doesn't? You're asking the very questions we ask. I mean, the slipstream in this game isn't huge. There is slipstream, and it is effective, but not huge. In real life, I think it's a lot stronger, but the same can be said with dirty air as well. Dirty air is, yeah, almost non-existent at this point. I weave if someone does DRS on me. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, weaving is, generally speaking, frowned upon. Tell me about it, Bucks. I don't have a degree in this sort of thing. But weaving in general, although it is a tactic, is kind of frowned upon, and I think the FIA clamped down on it quite a bit, didn't they? Especially after the likes of 2021. Some drivers still will try and push the limit of it a little bit, but yeah, there's only so much you can do. Don't even know what that is, noob. Sounds like numbers to me.
Program complete.
Oh, nice, we got purple. Let's go.
We got some
Was that a 5 out of 5? I hope so.
Come on back to the
I was being a
garage,
little bit more
mate.
cautious on tires that time, so. Do you have a favorite year of the Formula 1 car? Favorite year? Ooh. Honestly, anything before the V6 hybrids, really. I don't really have a favorite as such, but anything before V6 hybrids was always great. Or better. I'm not doing a maths homework, Salton. I haven't done maths in a long time, and I don't want to now. And yeah, they are not as big as lorry trucks, literally. The thing is, though, although I am critical of the V6 hybrid era, we have had some banger races, like some all-timers in this regulation period. Like 2019 Hockenheim, in my opinion, is one of the greatest races ever. I'm not saying that because I'm a Max fan. I generally am saying that because I think it was an insane race. But we've had some unreal cars in this era. We've had some unreal races, but unfortunately, most of the time it has been fairly plain and boring. With this, with the regulations we've had over the last 10, 15 years or so, it has created more dirty air, which has made racing very difficult. They tried to accompany that with things like DRS, and then overtaking became too simple and boring, so yeah, they've never perfected it, really, recently. I wonder why you say that, Howick. You'd be surprised, Sartre. We don't always do it. It happens often, but you'd be surprised if we don't do it as much as you think. At least in my area, anyway. Saw a post today saying they're in talks about bringing back the V10. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen that as well. Again, there is still like the whole question of whether it will truly happen or not. It seems like the president, who I always forget his name, Mohammed bin Salayem, whatever his name is. Although he definitely is questionable with some of his takes, this is a good one. This is a good one. But yeah, honestly, I'd be down for like most other engines other than the V6. I do think, though, we probably will always stick with the hybrid, though. I don't think we'll ever escape the hybrid era. I believe that's here to stay. So if we are going to go to V10s, it probably will have hybrid go with it, unfortunately. So. Did they say, all right, so at the start of the post? Sorry, no, not all right, so. Just so, actually. Howick, bring back all right, so, man. Bring back all right, so. We miss it. We were talking about it the other day. We need all right, so back. What do you mean, no? You can't leave that in 2024. It's what the people want. Maxi likes to follow me. Appreciate it, dude. Welcome in as well. Right, so let's go on to, where am I? Fresh soft tires. Fuel on 3.0 should be fine. All right, let's do a couple quali laps.
Right, the car's ready.
I'm going to do it once more on a random video, but I won't tell you. Ah, man, not all your videos come up on my For You page, though. Most of them do, but not all of them. Do I think V10s will come back? I mean, the FIA do seem pretty adamant on it, don't they? I think it will need quite a lot of research into doing it with modern-day cars, though. And also to make sure it is going with the whole net zero, 100% sustainability fuel, all that sort of stuff as well, so it's doable, but might take a bit of time. F125 has been announced. Yes, but we're getting the reveal on Wednesday. So technically, yes, it has been announced, but the full reveal will be on Wednesday when they show a bit of gameplay. They'll show all the official release dates. They'll show what's new for the new game and stuff like that, so yeah, I'm excited. Very excited.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
What AI? I'm at 110. Max AI. Lewis is the cover, though, of the Iconic Edition. The Iconic Edition's basically deluxe, essentially. But I assume on the base edition, it'll probably be, I don't know, Max, Charles, Lando, someone like that. they're usually regular appearance makers, so is it going to work on the Xbox One? That is also what we'll find out, is are they going to ditch old gen? I have a feeling PS4, Xbox One might not be available for this game, unfortunately. I think they're trying to move on from it now. But we'll see. I could be completely wrong. I think in order for the game to progress and get better, they will probably need to move on from old gen very soon. I know that sucks if you're a PlayStation 4 player or an Xbox One player, but that is, unfortunately, the way forward. That's pretty good through the sphere section. Delta's looking good. That was a little bit deep there, though. Oy. Close to the wall. Plenty of match to use here, though. I miss when cover athletes used to be one person. I don't mind having multiple people on it. It increases their general marketability, doesn't it? So, imagine if it's George in his T-pose. Dude, I will flip. I would flip. To be fair, it probably would push people to buy the Iconic Edition, wouldn't it? So, it would be kind of smart in that sense. 1.4 seconds up. Over the line, and that will be a 29.5. Oof. Very nice lap. Very, very nice. How's tire wear as well? Tire wear is gorgeous. Tell you what, that soft tire is usable, isn't it? Rear right might be a tiny concern, but the rest of them are looking pretty good. Pretty damn good. When's the game officially come out? That's what we're going to find out. I saw someone posted in my chat earlier, apparently in the description of the YouTube video that they're releasing on Wednesday. It says 27th for the Iconic Edition. So I assume, if that is correct, that the base edition will come out 3 days later. So, base edition, probably 30th of May. May 27th, they removed it from the video description. Ooh. Sounds like they weren't meant to say that. Sounds like they weren't meant to say that, then. But yeah, I think everyone will know. Either way. Isn't it quite early for an F1 game? No. They usually always come out around May, June, that sort of time. They are trying to make the game releases earlier and earlier. If you look at the trend over the last few years, it went from being sort of mid to late June to late May. So I believe that what they're trying to do is, as every game comes out, they're trying to release the game a little bit earlier to line up with the real F1 season. So by the time they go into the first race of the season in Australia, the game would be out, essentially. 27th of Tuesday, 3rd of Friday, it fits with previous releases? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And maybe with me being a content creator, maybe I get it on a Friday the week before, you know. I'd appreciate that if you guys want to, you know. I wouldn't say no. I'll be good, I promise. Charged by the inside of the cover, so you open it, it's like the video cutaway from Monaco 2021. What has happened? Imagine that on the disc case. You see Lance Stroll on the cover, you open it, and there's nothing there. That would be the epitome of it. For some reason, I thought they released in September. No, no, no. Have they revealed when the betas come out? I know that the signups have closed, but I don't know if they've done, like, any actual release for it yet. It'll be very soon, though. Maybe start of April. It'll be very, very soon. Have you got advice for Australia 50% race? How much fuel is best? Australia, if I remember correctly, is a bit of a fuel burner. You might want to go a bit higher on fuel. It depends if you get a lot of safety cars in your races. If you're in a league race, you do typically get a lot of safety cars, and maybe you'll be fine to underfuel a bit, but I think Australia's a bit of a burner. So, depends on the cleanliness of your of your race, I'd say. Favorite team? Aston Martin. Right. Let's do one more lap, and that will do us for practice, I think. And then it'll be time for qualifying.
Let's go.
Made a disc have lost on it, but when you inside it, nothing happens. Or maybe have a instruction. You know how you get those game manuals? It's a game manual, but it's blank on the inside for the Ferrari cover. Because they don't know what they're doing either. When you chat shit about the game being unrealistic about 20 minutes ago, yes. I'm a realist, Jam. If I don't think something's good, I'm going to say it. You can pay for my time, but you can't pay for my thoughts. I will always be 100% honest. If I think something's bad, I'm going to say it's bad. If I think something's good, I'm going to say it's good. You won't appreciate that? I try and keep it real with you guys all the time. I always try and keep it real. And I said it when F124 came out last year as well. Although I wasn't, like, trying to be too critical, I was saying this handling model is massively different. Like, it's very sensitive, very sharp. And I even said, like, it's, in my opinion, too sensitive. And if that's a thing that happens again this year, I'm going to say it how it is. I'm going to say how I feel about it. People might have other views on it. Like, people played this game and thought it was good. And if that's how they feel, no problem. But I'm going to give it based on my opinion. I don't think it's fair to say the things that people want to hear exactly. I don't want to, like, feed people lies. I'm not about that. What are we, the fucking Soviet Union or something? That might have been a bit of a reach, I can't lie. That might have been a bit of a reach. I'm just saying I'm keeping it real. That's all I'm trying to say. I think the iconic cover is Lewis in a Ferrari. No, it's Logan Sargent in a Red Bull. What are you talking about? I'm not sure what you've seen. You're England just as bad. Might as well be. Is this practice? Yep. I'm sure this final lap and that'll be us done. We're out a little bit down this lap, to be fair, which is not ideal. We are getting a bit down this straight. Good exit there. Yeah, this lap will be a little bit slower, unfortunately. Kind of struggled in that first sector a touch. Wherever the line we go, how's it going to be? To be fair, it was a great final sector, but yeah, I missed out a lot in those first two. Okay, consistent at least, though. Consistent. Verstappen, thank you much for the Twitch Prime as well, mate. I appreciate that, dudes. Very kind of you, man. Ladies and gentlemen, get a salute spin chat to welcome Verstappen into the Vince fan for the first month with the tier 1 there. I appreciate that. Sorry, the Twitch Prime, I should say. What's the best wings for Spain? I don't remember. I've not done Spain in a while. Getting Deloitte in the final? Yeah, getting a huge amount. First two sectors, unfortunately, kind of struggled a little bit, but yeah, 100% real Verstappen. 100%. Is that an R5 or 9? The R9. Can you name the top 5 worst tracks in the current calendar? Miami, 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 and let me think, Miami. Do you think I hate Miami, chat? Just a question. Did you forgot Miami, Vince? Might have, actually. Honorable mention to Miami. All I heard was Spa. Right, that's blasphemy. That's a ban if I've ever seen one. This track isn't very good either, to be fair. I would rather drive this track than Miami. I would rather do a full 100% race here than 3 laps around Miami. If I had the choice, I would comfortably do that. Why so much hate from Miami? I cannot stand it. I genuinely can't. I'm obviously being like a little bit, you know, exaggerative, but I really don't like Miami. I hate the flow of it. I hate the tire wear. I hate how the track feels. I hate the lack of grip. I hate the barriers. Nothing about it is fun. I don't enjoy it. I always have a bad time. I don't know. I can't get on with it. The racing's boring. Like, nah. Give me someone else. Please. Unfortunately, it probably is here to stay for a long time, but, yeah. Monaco for sure. The thing is, I genuinely enjoy driving Monaco. Take it as you wish, but I genuinely enjoy driving Monaco. Of course, like, the real-life racing and stuff in Monaco is terrible, and I fully agree with that. But I actually enjoy driving the track. I like the challenge of it. With Miami, I don't feel a challenge. I just feel disgraced. You know? You need to chill out about Miami, take a rest in the marina. Yeah, maybe you're right, actually. I'm sure that water would calm me down, wouldn't it? What is my wheelbase? The Maserati 9. Literally the same as Canada. Canada has low grip, but I enjoyed the flow of it. Miami's flow is non-existent, in my opinion. I don't enjoy the flow of it at all. Canada has a much better flow, and there's a rhythm to the track at least. I don't get that in Miami.
Until next time,
I do not get it.
Goodbye.
Do you think the Thrustbox T248 is a good beginner wheel? Definitely, yep. Definitely. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is practice over and done with here in Las Vegas, and we do finish up on top. It's a Leclerc 1-2 once again. We've seen that a few times this season, haven't we? But it is us on top right now, the 29.5, 7/10 almost faster than Charles Leclerc. But as we all know, once we get into qualifying, those times will come down significantly. Alex Albon looking pretty quick so far this weekend as well, so Williams looking like they got a strong car for this track, which would be very, very good for the Constructors' battle. Verstappen in 4th, Russell in 5th on the medium tyre there too, so I'm sure once he goes on softs, he'll gain a good bit of time. Perez in 6th, Alonso, Stroll, Tsunoda, and Bottas all in that top 10. I'll tell you what, the Saubers every now and then keep popping up in that top 10, don't they? Maybe they've got a better quality pace today. Let's see. But that is going to wrap up FP2, which means it's time to get ourselves prepared for quali. I love Monaco qualifying. Monaco qualifying is great. That is kind of like the only good thing about the weekend, though, really, isn't it? It's qualifying. I was wanting to buy the R12. I'm possibly going to upgrade to the R12 at some point. Probably not anytime soon, but if I feel like I need to upgrade at some point, it probably would be to the R12. Apparently, it's better built as well than the R9, so... right, let's skip FP3 real quick then. We'll just quick practice this. We've got one little bit to do here. And then also one to do on the... Oh, hello. A failure? No! Stop. There we go. Jeez. And then let's do this one over here as well. Don't fail. Thank you. And this last one. Nice. F125 is to be released on the 26th of March. No, it's not. The reveal of F125 is on 26th of March. It's not being released on the 26th of March. I wouldn't blame him, AJ, genuinely. I know that's obviously a joke, but I genuinely wouldn't blame him if he switched to Racing Bull. It seemed like a better car right now. Unironically. Do you think they will add a 2 mandatory pit stop in Monaco to F125? Maybe, to be honest. Maybe. Did that get officially approved? Like, is that 100% confirmed to happen now? I know they spoke about it, but I don't know if they, actually fully stamped it down. Yeah, it is. Then, yeah, maybe they'll add it to the game. I hope so. That'd be pretty cool. Keep it, like, realistic with the weekends and stuff. That'd be nice to see. If the 100% community race is on Miami, I will voluntarily not participate. Honestly, probably same. No, I'd still do it. I wouldn't be happy about it, but I'd still do it. Ollie, thanks for following Twitch for me. Appreciate you, dudes. Welcome in. But apparently Max said Yuki shouldn't go to Red Bull because the car is so tough to drive and it would ruin Yuki again. Not sure if it's true, but if it is, then fair. I have seen that same report you've seen. I have seen that exact same thing that you've seen. And to be honest, if Max has actually said that, fair play. Because even he's aware at this point that second seat is brutal. Absolutely brutal. And, you know, we mentioned it on this stream as well earlier on. Would going to Red Bull actually be a step up for Yuki at this point? Is it actually an improvement? Because let's be honest, he's been very unlucky not to score any points this season so far. Extremely unlucky. In the main race, that is, sorry. I think he scored, what was it, a P7 in the sprint race? I think it's even testing Max. Yeah, and the car's built around him, which, yeah, isn't ideal. Right, let's start car up for qualifying then, shall we? Let's go with number 4 here. Number 4 here. We'll put a lot of stuff that are fresh on this car right now. There we go. Good stuff. All right, that'll be the car set for qualifying. Good shit. Right, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, it is time to get underway for qualifying here in Las Vegas. We are running 110 AI here, which should be perfectly fine. The AI feels pretty good at 110, so hopefully we can get some good qualifying and a good race under our belt today, and hopefully continue that championship charge on Max Verstappen. This is how the championship is looking heading into Las Vegas today. So Verstappen right now has 371 points under his belt. We have 326, so it's a pretty big gap at the moment. We have brought the gap down a little bit after Brazil. However, with 3 weekends to go, we've still got a lot of work to do if we want to try and become a champion in our rookie season. It's going to be a lot to ask, but we're going to give it everything until the final race, and you never know what can happen. You never know. Especially if Verstappen makes a big mistake, or if he has a mechanical failure. He's had a couple of those this season. Then, yeah, we could definitely score some big points and then really charge up towards the Red Bull. But, yeah, looking good in the driver standings, looking good in the constructors. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time to send to qualifying here in Las Vegas.
Stand by to see cars at more than 210 miles an hour.
I need to get better with the gym, Ash. I need to start the gym.
F1 has taken over.
Shortspoke, thanks for following me. Follow me, appreciate you, dudes. How did I get into F1 and iRacing? This is a DTS fan. Right, that's enough of that. I got into... I mean... I liked F1 before I knew about all the games and stuff. I got into F1 at a very early age because my dad kind of got me into motorsports and things. And, yeah, I've always been, like, a big motorsports guy. And then, you know, as you get older, you see games that are out. Obviously, I realized there's an F1 game, started playing that. Found out about iRacing, started playing that. So, yeah, just networking it, I guess. I've kind of, like, always known about motorsports, so I guess, generally speaking, I'd always find out about racing games because of that, so. Right, 3 laps of fuel should be good then. I might have to go into lean mode on the outlap just to be safe. Soft tires should be bolted on, so let's skip a tiny bit of time. About 15 minutes, that should be good. And let's head out for our first lap of the night.
All clear the garage, please. Cars ready to leave.
I know. I want to get into iRacing, just too broke at the moment. Yeah, iRacing, unfortunately, is a wallet depleter. It's not cheap. Not cheap. Has Red Bull license plates Lawson yet? Nothing in my emails. Nothing in my emails. Can I force you back, please? That's been happening a lot more lately, since the latest update. I have to pause and unpause to get the force feedback to come back. Right. Let's get these tires warmed up real quick. Do have a Red Bull behind me here. I'll just let him go. Sergio Perez. Are you and Max still friends after Brazil battle last week? You'd have to find out on the F1 game Drive to Survive. Because everything they say is 100% true. What are you waiting from the iconic F125 version? What's my wait? What do you mean, sorry? Are you asking what I'm looking forward to or wanting out of the game? Is that what you mean? We've got lots of clean air behind here, so... This front tyre's still a bit cold at the moment. I might have to actually drop the pressure on the front tires a bit here, because I have noticed that this weekend they are staying quite low on temperature. Okay, I'll have to roll with that. It's not too bad, but it's not ideal. All right, here we go. There was a brief yellow flag on the second straight there, but here we go. First lap of the night here in Vegas. Let's see what we can put down for our opener of Q1. Lock in, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do this. Let's try and get a good time down here. Not a great start. I hate this corner. Did okay, though. Perfectly positioned the car over the curbs. Got plenty of battery in the tank right now as well, so let's keep pushing it. This looks good so far, though. I can steer us down the end of the drag strip. Just 2 more corners. Feels like a decent lap. Uh-oh. Please go away. Or give me a toe, one of the two. Ah. I was hoping Danny Rick would give me a toe, but unfortunately not. Is he starting a lap? Yeah, I think he is.
Down to P20.
All right, across the line we go then. How's it going to be for our opening lap? It's going to be a 29-1. Blitzes us into P1 on our opening lap. Great stuff. The only mistake we made on that lap, I think, was turn 1. That was kind of it. Went a tiny bit too deep. But everything else about that lap felt very good. And it's proven that lap time. We've got a quick car here, chat. We have got a quick car this weekend. Let's see what Alex Albon does with his Williams as well. Hopefully he can try and wedge it into that top 5. That'd be great. Not too sure what the gap is to Verstappen right now, but I think it's going to be a nice gap. Very, very nice. Anyone got any ideas if the Mazda KS wheel is any good? I've heard good things about it.
The tank's pretty much empty.
That's the Williams-styled one, isn't it? The KS. I've heard very good things. Is that my teammate behind me, actually? I want to tow him, but I'm scared of what happened last time. Yeah, the chaos looks really good. Really, really good. There's no, like, dash or anything like that, but it's a very, very good wheel for what it's priced at. Very good value, I think. Yeah, Albon's on our lap now, so let's see what he can do. I want the chaos, but I don't think it works with Xbox. It would if you have the R3. Every wheel works with the R3. They're all universal. That's the best thing about Albon. Oh, sorry. Albon's got P1. Oh my god, it's a Williams 1-2. 29-1 from Alex Albon. Oh, we have got a very quick car. We have got a very, very quick car. Oh my word, the buttons on Xbox aren't compatible. I guess that's an Xbox thing, isn't it? Sam and Bravo Zulu, thanks for following us on Twitch, guys. Appreciate you. Welcome in. Williams 1-2 after our first lap in Q1. We are flying. This car is very, very quick right now. Very, very quick. Let's have a look what the gap is. I think it's about a 10th. Yeah, just under a 10th between ourselves and Alex Albon. Verstappen's not too far off, to be fair. But yeah, at the end of Q1, or at the end of our first lap of Q1, I should say, it is a 1-2 for Williams. Ourselves in second, Alex Albon in first. Are we going to see our first battle with our teammate this season? We haven't battled with him much this season, but are we going to see that here in Vegas? Verstappen's in third. He's only a little bit off from us, about half a tenth away from us. Alonso in fourth. Russell in fifth. Charles Leclerc, Perez, Sainz, Hamilton, Piastri, all in that top 10. Our gap to P16 right now is about a second at the moment. So, I think we're good for Q2 here, aren't we? I think we're good for Q2. I don't think either Williams needs to go out for another lap here. We should be good. Both Williams top 2. Don't think you'll ever see that in real life. To be fair, they have made some good improvements this year, haven't they? Williams have made some good improvements this year, so I don't think podiums are out the question for him. Did I see what Lewis posted on Instagram? I did, yep. And the Thrustmaster was good, yeah. Yeah, Thrustmaster are pretty decent. Not the best out there, in my opinion, but they're still decent. PC soon, but I want a Civic. PC or real car? Tough decision. Why not both? Get lots of money. Get both. Williams going to fight Verstappen, take to win. I'm going to call it. Imagine, though. Imagine we actually clash. That would be bad. Very, very bad. Right, 8.5 minutes to go in this session. Let's skip down to the last 3 minutes. I'd imagine ourselves and Albon are pretty good for Q1 here. So let's go down to the last 3 minutes. And I'd imagine we'll see the first car take out on track. Yes, we do. Is our teammate staying in? Yeah. Everyone from P9 to P20 is heading out. That's it. Perfect. Right, who should we go on board with? Let's go on board with... Where's Yuki right now? Yuki's P13. Go on, Yuki. We'll go on board with Yuki for his lap in a moment. Williams gonna have a Spain 2016 moment. They're both Mercedes powered. You never know. They got the influence. What do I hope gets added for 25? Honestly, it's not what I hope gets added. It's what I hope gets changed. More than anything. Like, yeah, it would be great to have more content and stuff into the game, but there needs to be significant change more than addition, in my opinion. For example, the handling model needs a massive tweak. The tire model needs a tweak. The ERS system needs a tweak. They're all good in their own right, but they need a major overhaul, in my opinion. Russ with the 55 bits. Appreciate it, man. Thank you, dudes. Bring back classic cars. I'd be very surprised if it's brought back for this year. Very surprised. Right, here we go. Let's see what Yuki Tsunoda can do for his lap. He's down to P14 now, so he might need a good lap. What's wrong with the ERS? I mean, the ERS changes are good. Like, it's good we can select different modes and stuff with them. It's just very easy to charge the battery. Very, very easy. Is there a Williams 1-2 at the moment? Yeah, it is. First time sending bits. I appreciate that, man. Thank you, dude. I'm happy to take your bits virginity. 25.7 first sector for Yuki Tsunoda. He is a tiny bit faster than his previous lap. Let's see how his middle one is. Yeah, the AI are useless for the battery. AI need a lot of tweaking with that as well. To be honest, the AI need a bit of improvement as well, to be honest with you, generally. Needs to be a bit faster. Not straight line speed faster, though. We don't want that back again. 28.9 in the middle for Yuki that time around. That was about a 10th quicker than his previous lap, so I think he's around a 10th in general up on his lap time. Final 2 corners for Yuki, and then let's see if he can get himself into Q2. At the moment, he's looking pretty good, sitting at P14, but he is one of the earlier ones. He's down to P15 now, so it needs to be an improvement for Yuki down to the line. Is Yuki starting to get into Q2 here? He's down to P16. He'll cross the line in a second. Will he get himself through to Q2? From P16, improves to P14. That's going to be a bit tight, isn't it? As we finish up the session now, is Yuki Tsunoda through? Unlikely. It is unlikely, and he is knocked out. Yuki Tsunoda is knocked out in the first session alongside Danny Ricciardo, Esteban Ocon, Zhou Guanyu, and Nico Hulkenberg. That's it. Keep Lawson in the Red Bull chat. This guy's clearly a fraud. Right, that will do it for Q1, ladies and gentlemen. We do finish up with a Williams 1-2 in the opening session. Alex Albon is currently fastest so far by 700ths to ourselves. A Williams 1-2 here in Vegas. No one would have thought that heading into today, did they? But Max Verstappen in P3 right now, Alonso P4, Russell, Charles Leclerc, Hamilton, Perez, Piastri, and Carlos Sainz all in that top 10, with Lance Stroll, Lando Norris, Bottas, Gasly, and Magnussen all getting through to the next qualifying session as well. Bottas doing pretty well there to pull that Sauber into P13. Can he try and find a way to get it into Q3 as well, though? The top 15, split by just under 8 tenths. So a pretty decent gap heading into Q2. But without further ado, into Q2 we go. What do you think needs to be changed for the tire model? Well, to be honest, the problem with the tire model is getting heat into the tires on a slow lap and also just overheating when you're on a fast lap as well. The tires get way too hot sometimes and they're impossible to bring the temp down. The only way to keep tires cool when they're getting hot is by going max pressure, which is completely polar opposite to real life. So the tire model needs a little bit of tweaking. They changed that quite a lot for this year as well, so hopefully they change it to a better model for 25. McThickens, thanks for following Fish, mate. Appreciate it. Welcome in. Right, let's use our old soft tire for our first lap. Might be a little bit slow on this first lap, but we'll give it a go.
Engines fired up. We're set.
Also think R&D is unrealistic. I got Haas a second fastest in the career. You can sort of, like, change that, though. In the career settings, you can tweak around the settings to make it, like, slower progression in a way. So you don't get many resource points. You can change the AI getting more resource points as well to make it a bit more challenging, so might be worth looking at something like that. Unless you've already done that, then at that point, yeah, it's too quick. Bottas getting P13 with the green tractor. That's my goat right there. That's my goat. You can do he was on board. Pressure got to him. Yup. He ain't fifth that Red Bull, is he? Didn't know until recently they put once you go past 100 AI, they just remove weight from the cars, yet they still can't be faster than a good player. Literally. Like, they remove the weight from the cars somehow. I don't know how exactly they code that, but they do. But the way that AI coded is that once it gets 100 AI, they literally remove weight from the car, which would make them faster in a straight line. And that was a big thing in previous games as well. That was a big, big problem. It is a bit better this year, but the problem is it made them a bit easy. That's the other problem, so yeah, they need a little bit of a tweak into the AI. I honestly like how they made the suspension feel in this game. I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that one, not gonna lie. I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that one. Yeah, it's quite hard to warm tires up here, but okay. First lap, let's do this. This lap will be a little bit weaker because it's on a old cold tire, so don't expect too much, but hopefully it's still a strong banker lap for our second lap later on. Rear tire's getting a little bit slidey through turn 2. God, I hate this corner. Literally like mystery braking zone. Did okay though, I think. I got a bit sketchy. Do you think Red Bull should be allowed to swap drivers between teams? I mean, it's been a thing for a long time now. But let's not act like Red Bull aren't the only team to do it. I mean, in terms of driver swaps, yeah, maybe they're one of the very few to do it, but, you know. Sauber and Haas have always been considered sister teams to Ferrari because they've used their drivers and they brought them up to Ferrari after. And I think Red Bull's the sole example of that.
We've dropped to P15.
Yeah, this lap might be a little bit slower. 29.7, yeah. A lot slower than I thought, actually. Okay, we've got a bit of work to do that second lap. We need to make the tyres a bit warmer. And we'll have a fresh tyre next time around as well. The rear right was at 11%. Verstappen's gone fastest, 29.1. So a bit of work to do to catch up with them. But hopefully that fresh tyre and a bit more tyre warm-up, we'll be able to do just that. Kicker coming in with that tier 1 sub as well. Thank you much, Kicker, for the tier 1, buddy. I appreciate that. Ladies and gentlemen, let's spin chat to welcome Kicker into Vince Fan for the first month with the tier 1 sub. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you, man. Didn't use enough battery? Yeah, I did. Was a bit conservative on battery there. Missed after Sebring Saturday. I appreciate it regardless, man. Very kind of you. Thank you. You get Lawson swap teams during the season. I mean, there is a lot of rumor about it happening. There's a couple of rumors right now. So for those who don't know, the team rumors right now is Yuki Tsunoda to Red Bull and then Lawson to Raceable. So a straight swap, essentially. Nothing crazy. The second rumor is that Lawson is completely dropped from Formula One. Doesn't have a seat. Colapinto goes to Racing Bull, and then Tsunoda goes to Red Bull. That's the second rumor. So we're yet to find out which one's true, if either. It might be completely false and they stick with Lawson. But those are the two rumors going around right now. And it would only be a loan as well for Colapinto. What was helping her do? Maybe they bring another one of their 5 million reserve drivers in. Bridge predicted Lawson's downfall in F1 manager. It's true. It is true. We saw what that man was up to, and we binned him off. Maybe Red Bull saw it. Or they didn't see it until now. Abe and Biscuit, thanks for following us on Twitch as well, guys. Appreciate you. Welcome into. Ross was actually good at Veer Cup. He was okay. I wouldn't say he was like good or anything like that, but he had a couple of good races here and there. I wouldn't say he was fantastic or anything. It was just okay. I mean, Lawson's always done well in other series. Like, he's done well in Super Formula. He did well in the general Formula ranks up to Formula 1 as well. I think, like, he... I don't know. I don't know what it is. I think he was more comfortable outside of F1. I don't know if it's the pressure that's got to him or something, but maybe it's just incompatibility with Red Bull. I don't know. But he has done well up until he got to F1. Would be sad to get dropped from F1 so fast, but if you don't perform, this is the brutality of the sport, really, isn't it? That's the brutality of Formula 1. It'll be damning for Lawson in just 2 races. It'd be brutal. It'd be horrible. I mean, that is an insane way to crush a driver's motivation and confidence, right? After 2 races, they get slapped, but yeah. That, like I say, that is just how the sport is. It's a very brutal sport. His head got pretty big, to be honest. Yeah, maybe the whole F1 thing got to his head. Maybe, I don't know. But let's not imagine that arrogance isn't a part of F1. It's a big part of F1. Every driver who's in F1 has their own level of arrogance and cockiness about them. I think I would. I think I would. If I'm considered one of the best 20 in the world, I'd probably have a bit of an ego because of that. Are we going back out? Yeah, we have to. We're currently outside that top 10 right now, so we kind of have to go out again. We're only slightly faster than Bottas. We need to find a good bit of time to get back into the top here. Over 6/10. Let's see if it's a Red Bull. Who's my prediction for 5th place Drivers' Championship? That's very precise. Who did I put P5? I think it might have been Hamilton. I can't remember. I did a prediction. I posted it in Discord when I did it. And I think I put Hamilton 5th. I think. Right, 6 minutes to go in this session. Everyone's back in the garage right now as well. So let's skip a little bit of time, just about the 3-minute mark. And get ready for our final lap of Q2. We need to find a good bit of time here, because the last thing we want is to get knocked out in the second session. We know we have a fast car as well, so... Yeah, Anthony's been very good so far. Very, very good. Right. I think all the cars are heading out now, so let's head out as well. Let's do this.
Be aware, the car's ready to go.
What happens to Vri? He's doing World Endurance Championship right now with Toyota. And to be honest, he's actually doing very well, actually. Nick DeVries doing very well in the World Endurance Championship. But he is in a team which is probably the most established team in WEC as well, so... Oh, not many cars are heading out on track, actually. Only 5 cars, other than ourselves, are on track.
Okay,
Interesting.
Push down to P13.
Very interesting. All right, let's get these tires warmed up. We need a lot better tire management this time. We got the tire temps all wrong on that first lap, which is why we're a bit slower. Plus, they're a bit worn as well, so... A few contributing factors into a slower lap time. Let's make sure we get it right this time. New softs? Yep. Brand new soft tires.
2 minutes remaining.
What version of F125 am I going to get? I mean, iconic. I'm part of the EA Creator Network, so I'm hoping they'll be nice to me and give me the copy of the game, but we'll see. Hello. That was not the breaking point for this corner. Jesus. Thank God that was the outlap, huh? Get a bit more temp of those front tires. They're still quite cold. Everyone start their lap now. 1 minute, 20 seconds to go. All right, that'll do. That was much better than the time warm-up. Okay, let's do this. And the final 2 corners we go. 1, 2, the final lap of Q2. We need a big improvement here if we want to get through to Q3. So let's get our head down. Let's lock in. Let's try and put down a flying lap time to finish off this session. Oh, that was close to the wall. Got a little bit of understeer.
And that's just 30 seconds left in the session. And that's P13.
Looks good.
P13.
That's actually a very useful amount of inside curb there. This looks good though. Purple middle sector. 7 tenths up so far. This could be a fastest lap of qualifying so far. Here we go. Down to the line. I'm pretty sure Alex Albon is comfortably through to Q3. Now we need to get ourselves into the final session as well. Just this last chicane to go. Look at that inside curb. And we go flat out through the chicane. Look at that. 8.5 tenths up. Almost 9 tenths as we head down the final little piece of the main straight. No DRS down here, but across the line we go. 8.5 tenths. I think that's a P1. Oh, is it? Oh, is it? Beautiful lap. That was a mistake-free lap, I think. I don't think there was any mistakes in that lap whatsoever. That was beautiful to finish up Q2. And that puts us on top by almost 3 tenths to Max Verstappen. I know they didn't do another lap at the end, but that is a big, big margin heading into Q3. And Alex Albon makes it a P4 for himself as well. So a P1 and a P4 for the Williams heading into Q3. This car is on fire, metaphorically, hopefully, during this weekend. Verstappen finishes up in second place then with a 29.1, almost 3 tenths away from us. He was only just ahead of George Russell by a couple hundredths as well. He was in P3. Alex Albon in P4, getting through to Q3 as well, with Sergio Perez in P5. Fernando Alonso, Charles Leclerc, Carlos Sainz, Lando Norris, and Lewis Hamilton all through to the final session of qualifying as well. Leaving us in Q2, Lance Stroll, Oscar Piastri, Pierre Gasly, Valtteri Bottas, and last but not least, Kevin Magnussen, the Dane, also out of Q2 as well. But P1 and P4, we're flying so far. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the shootout here in Vegas. Sam, thanks for following us, mate. Appreciate it. Welcome in as well. Will F125 be on PS4? We'll find out on Wednesday, but the rumors are no. But we'll find out officially on Wednesday. Someone said that's Red Bulls, they consider Vince the second driver. They'd probably consider a sim racing guy first, I think. An actual sim racer. Any ideas for prices of F125? Probably the same as the original price for F124. I think the Iconic Edition will be... I think it's... What was the main price of Deluxe last year? I think it was 70, right? 70 pounds? 60 pounds? And then usually the base edition's like 10 or 15 pound cheaper, so I can't quite remember exactly what it was last year. Right. So we've got 2 fresh soft tires we can use here. Obviously, we are going to try and save a set for the race. I feel like that soft tire is kind of usable today. So we'll use the old soft tire. We'll save one set for the race. And we'll use this fresh one for our final lap in Q3 as well. When's the release date for F125? We'll find out on Wednesday, but it looks like it'll be late May. Very late May. That's not the release date, Clovis. That's just the announcement date. That's when F125 will be officially revealed. Right, let's head out for this first lap then. Like I said, this lap will be a tiny bit slower because we're on an older tire, but we'll still try and get a good banker down. Do you reckon there are place laws for the next Grand Prix? The rumors suggest so, but who knows? It'd be brutal to drop him so early into his Red Bull career, but it's also been a very bad start as well, so... We have a console gamer before your PC streaming days, or have you always been a PC guy? Yeah, I was mainly an Xbox guy. I think my first ever console was a PlayStation 2, I want to say. And then I got an Xbox 360, I think it was. Then an Xbox One. I did have a PS5 for a little bit, but then I got rid of it because I didn't use it much, so... But yeah. Up until I got a PC, I was always console. But now that I'm on PC, I can never go back. I don't think I can ever touch console again. What kind of racing rig do you use? I have the Next Level Racing FGT. Mine was an Amstrad. That sounds like a strain of Greenleaf that I'm probably not going to say just in case I get banned. Alright, how's tire temp that time? It's okay, not bad. Alright, here we go. First lap going down. Let's see what we can put down for this opening lap of Q3. Nothing crazy expected here. Well, let's see. Oh, holy Jesus Christ. Definitely not going to be a good lap now, that's for sure. One to 10, how hard is it to learn the F1 game for a newbie? 5, 6 maybe? It's not, like, really hard, but it's also not easy. I'd say, like, intermediate. This lap's a little bit slower right now, isn't it? Was I in hot lap mode then? Sorry, was I in medium? Sorry. I think I was in medium down the straight. That'll cost a bit of lap time. Let's push the battery to the end then, but I think I might have been in medium by accident. Oh, this is a slow lap time, 30.3. I think I was in medium down that back straight. Oof. P10 on the first lap. I think I messed up my ERS. I think I was accidentally in medium.
P10, your fifth row of the grid now. Come on, let's go again.
So, G920 on discount for 180 euros. That's not bad at all, actually. Very decent price. I'm not a huge fan of the Logitech, like early wheels and stuff, but for a starter wheel, it's not bad. Used to play Paperboy a lot when I had that. That game sounds familiar. Did they do a Oh, no, I'm thinking of Paper Cup, I think, actually. Is it Paper Cup? Can't remember. What's the next endurance race we're going to do? Unsure right now. We're definitely going to do 24 hours of Spa, which I believe is in July, I want to say. But we might also do something before that as well. Not entirely sure at the moment. Why aren't you using the new tyre for both runs? I want to save a set of new tyre for the race. I always try and be a bit more conservative on the tyres in qualifying.
Less than 1 lap of fuel left now. The tank's pretty much empty.
1:28.7 was Max's time. Was it? 28.7. Jeez. That's about a tenth faster than what we did in Q2, so... we need to find about, what, a second and a half on this lap? 24-hour NERB. The problem with the 24-hour NERB is that typically it's right before or after Le Mans. And I go to the real-life Le Mans race every year. And typically the weekend I'm away or leave is when that race is for iRacing. So we'll see. I'll try, but unlikely, I think. What wheel am I using now? The Mosra FSR. And it doesn't want to learn the track. It scares me. I did it on ACC and I started to get the hang of it, but I haven't done it again since, so... Bring your wheel on the plane. You think I fly to Le Mans, noob? Nah, the whole experience of going to Le Mans is driving there. I drive from where I live right now to Le Mans every single year. It's about 8 hours total driving, but it's so good. I love the road trip. I love it. Vince is scared. He is. Bring your racing since Le Mans and race there. They do have racing rigs at Le Mans, to be fair. I don't think they'll let me stream from it, though. I don't think they'll let me stream. Right. Fresh sub tires are on. 4.5 minutes to go. And then it'll be time for the final lap of qualifying. But yeah, at the moment, we are very far down. That mistake at turn 2, and then obviously not using the battery at the end, has cost us quite significantly. So, yeah, it's going to be all eyes in this final lap. 28.7 is the fastest so far from Max Verstappen. Charles Leclerc did a 28.8, so both those guys almost a tenth faster than what we did in Q2. So lots of time for us to find. Do I go every year to Le Mans? Yeah. This year will be my, I think, 17th time going to Le Mans. I missed out a few years, unfortunately, because of, like, exams and stuff like that. Like, general school things. But, since then, I've been back to going every single year. What car do I have? I have a BMW 3 Series. RX-7 or RX-8? I mean, the RX-7's the classic, isn't it? I still have my RX-8, but... yeah, I think RX-7 will always be the OG, essentially. Valkyrie this year, I cannot wait to hear the Valkyrie. It's going to be so good. It always sounds insane when you hear it in person of a video. 28.5 for your next lap? I hope so. I hope so. I want to go to Le Mans so bad, but they sell out quickly. My advice is to go through an agency, Andreas. I have the same problem, where Le Mans tickets sell out too quickly. So the way I did it is I pre-booked it with an agent. And they basically get you a ticket before they even get sold, essentially. They basically guarantee you a slot. And then it's only like an extra 20, 30 pounds, depending on who you go with. But, yeah, I've literally never had any problems with that doing that way. What's the best F1 game of all time? 2020. Is Dana going? I don't know. Depends on her kind of like dental situation. All right, let's do this, chat. 2.5 minutes to go.
We've got a car leaving the garage.
Let's do this. Yellow and Rat 60 follows on Twitch, guys. Appreciate you. Am I looking forward to 25? I am. A lot. You can have to help me with that, by the way, the agent buying. It's very simple. It's very, very simple. The website I use, it literally, you basically fill out a form, essentially. You tell them where you want to camp, if you want grandstand tickets and stuff like that. And, yeah, that's it. It's very simple. Once they have your ticket is when you pay. You don't pay, like, before or after or anything like that. Oh, sorry, before or during. Once they've confirmed your tickets, then you pay. So, you're always good, basically. Never have to worry about it. If you want the link for it, Jam, I can send you it. Where I get it from. How much is Le Mans? I think this year I paid just under 400. And that includes camping for the entire week, grandstand tickets, and general admission. So 400 for all that is nuts. Like, that's general admission for Silverstone alone. It's amazing value. All right, front side's a tiny bit cold, but I think should be okay. £400. I think I paid, roughly it was about $375 for me this year. It was actually a little bit cheaper than the previous year, which is quite rare, actually. You'd think it'd go up, but it actually went down. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Final lap of Q3. Let's do this. Let's lock in. No mistake at turn 2 this time. Good first few corners. Come on. That's a little bit deep there. That might knock a little bit of time off. .28.6 for Verstappen. That's going to be tough to beat. A little bit deeper that chicane as well. Oh, couple of little mistakes so far. However, look at the time we're getting down here. We were definitely in the wrong ERS mode last lap, weren't we? .4 seconds up. This is going to be close. This is going to be close. Here we go to the line. 1.6 up. We're running out of battery, though. Heading down to the line. It'll drop down that delta a little bit. 28.8. I think Verstappen's on pole. Where are we? We're P4. After all that, P4 is where we start. We went purple in the final sector. But unfortunately, it wasn't enough to get pole position here in Las Vegas. Max Verstappen pulls out the bag right at the end, and he will take pole for Las Vegas today. Charles Leclerc will join him on that front row. Sergio Perez in P3 and ourselves in P4. Just under a tenth and a half separating us at the end of the session there. We did so well in Q1 and Q2, but it just couldn't quite come together at the end for Q3. But P4 is not a bad place to start. We can still work with that for this Grand Prix. But advantage Max Verstappen heading into Las Vegas. Alex Albon will start on the third row alongside Carlos Sainz. Lewis Hamilton and Alonso on the fourth row, with Norris and Russell on the fifth and final row of Q3. But Verstappen takes pole position by half a tenth to Charles Leclerc, and unfortunately by almost a tenth and a half to us as well. So we'll work with it. We're still in with it. We're still in it. We need to try and get a good launch and hopefully try and get an extra position or two, and we'll be right in the tail of Verstappen. But yeah, we're still in the fight, though. It's a small advantage to Verstappen right now, but we're still in the fight. Guto, Killy, and Holmesy, thanks for following us on Twitch, guys. Appreciate you. Welcome in as well. Hope you guys doing good. The points won the race, chat. We still got this. We still got this. A little bit of a fall off since Q1, but it's fine. No panic. No panic. We know we've got a quick car, and we've got to try and prove it today. Right. This is how the weather is looking for the race, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to get a good bit of cloud throughout the race at some point, actually. However, I don't think it'll rain. The highest the precipitation goes is 16%. So I doubt we'll see any rain today. But, yeah, we'll keep an eye on it. You never know what can happen. Some crazy things happen when the precipitation goes to that area. We saw that in Singapore, so... Get my first ever simulator coming from Podium 1. It moves. Nice. Enjoyed it. Sounds awesome. Yeah, this is how the championship is looking right now heading into this Grand Prix as well. Max Verstappen is currently fastest. Max Verstappen is currently leading the championship right now by a decent portion right now. A good couple of handfuls of points, basically. I'd say he probably already has one hand on that trophy, doesn't he? We did bring that gap down after Brazil, but... yeah, at the moment, he has got a pretty good gap by 45 points, to be precise, between ourselves and him. So with 3 weekends to go, it's going to be tough. It's going to be very, very tough to find 45 points over him in the next 3 races. But we'll give it everything, and see what happens. But yeah, Verstappen is leading that right now on 371. We're on 326, and there's a pretty big gap between ourselves and our brother, Charles Leclerc, who's on 243. So I think it's safe to say at this point, top 2 is confirmed. It's just, can we push Verstappen to that championship win the last 3 races? Would need a bit of luck, but you never know. So Verstappen is our championship rival, and he'll be who we're targeting for today's race as well. Do I have an Instagram? I do, yep. Link in my bio, or head to Instagram and do _Mike Vince. You'll find my Instagram like that. Yeah, all my social medias are on the link in my bio, so. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go then. I think it's time to get ourselves ready and underway for the Las Vegas Grand Prix. 50 laps of racing action is about to descend upon us here in Vegas. It's going to be a tricky one. We know this track is very, very difficult in terms of the grip, but we know we've got a good car on the straight lines, and hopefully we can make the most of that heading into this race today. The 50 laps, although it seems like a lot of laps, feels like they fly by around this track. So, yeah, hopefully we can prove that and get the win on top of that for today. While the race goes up, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go take a quick toilet break. I'll be back with you guys in a few moments' time, and then we'll come back ready for 50 laps of racing action here in Las Vegas.
Welcome along to Las Vegas. It's Viva Las Vegas tonight. I can't wait to see what this place has in store for F1 tonight. Well, tonight we go racing around the bright lights of Las Vegas. 3.8 miles under the Nevada night sky and thousands of neon lights. There are landmarks everywhere you look, punctuating the 17 corners and 2 DRS zones. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday, and it's put him on pole, edging out Sergio Perez, who lines up P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Albon, Hamilton, Norris, Russell, Stroll, Verstappen, Oscar Piastri, Gasly, Bottas, Ocon, Fernando Alonso, Joe, Hulkenberg, Magnussen, Ricciardo, Sainz, and Yuki Tsunoda. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. And alongside me in the commentary box, my old friend, Anthony Davidson. Let's look at their season, and particularly against their teammate. Fair to say, they've got the better of them more often than not. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, for them, you know, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different drivers that, you know, some have got their headphones on, they're listening to the music. Some drivers really absorb the energy from the crowd and they're there waving to them. Other drivers, they go within themselves. They chat to their engineers, absorbing that information, that vital information that you need to carry you through the race. And, you know, those pre-race rituals are essential to making things systematic. We do a lot of Grand Prix in a season, and the more systematic you can be, the easier you are within that environment.
Chat, what are you saying? Max 9th with penalty? What? What? No way. That's huge! That's huge! Oh, wow. Okay. Max Verstappen has taken a 10-place grid penalty today. He starts in P9. Okay. That's big for us. Loads of penalties, is there? We've only got up one position, so there's not too many in front of us, at least. Yeah, Carlos Sainz and Yuki both took penalties as well. Wow. Okay. Well, I mean, that does mean Verstappen will have a very strong powertrain then, I guess, right? If he's got a fresh engine, he'll probably be very quick. Host, thanks for following on Twitch, mate. Appreciate it as well, dude. Welcome in as well. Okay. Wow. Right, let's have a look then, shall we? What we're going to do for our strategy. Personalized suggesting a medium hard, 22-28. Is it possible to do a soft hard? I don't think a 2-stop's viable, is it? Or is it? Oh, eh. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. That two-stop is an option. I thought it'd be a little bit too slow, but that doesn't look too bad, does it? The one-stop medium hard is suggesting 78 minutes, 20 seconds. And exact same for the two-stop as well. 78 minutes, 20 seconds, but 5/10 slower. I'm not going to lie. I think that two-stop's an option. Typically, you do want to go one-stop, but I do like the look of that. I like the look of it a lot. Three-stop? Why three? Why would we do a three? I don't think three is necessary. The only difference is, obviously, 50 laps isn't a huge amount of laps, so we wouldn't have a lot of time to catch up, but we could do it. We could do it. Yeah, you guys like the look of that two-stop, don't you? Do the two-stop, but see who's doing what after lap one? Yeah. What I might do, actually, is I might just do something a little like that. A little bit shorter than that first stint, and then a bit longer that second. I mean, if we start on the medium tire, we can sort of... We can play it by ear, can't we? That's always the good thing about starting on mediums, is you can always adjust the strategy based on how it feels. So if we feel like tire wear's really good, maybe we'll go for the one-stop. If we feel like tires are struggling, and we could be faster on on two sets of fresh, then maybe we go for a two-stop. So I think going on the medium tire there does give us plenty of options, doesn't it? Just the fuel down there a little bit as well. Connor, thanks for following us, mate. Appreciate it. I'll honestly go for the two-stop. I do like the look of it. Okay, let's pick the two-stop. But let's also have this on hand as well. So if we want to do the one-stop, we need to go to lap 21, and then we go hard to the end. If we want a two-stop, it'll be 17 on the mediums, 19 on the next mediums, then 14 on the softs at the end. So I do like the look of it. I did see someone was starting on softs around us, right? Yeah, George Russell and P7 starting on softs. He's the only one doing that, though. Everyone else is on mediums. If the medium's shit, what we did in Hungary and jump to hards ASAP? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And that worked quite well in Hungary, didn't it? All things considered. Isn't 14 pushing on the soft? Yeah, maybe a tiny bit. Maybe we'll do... We don't want to leave it too late. That's the issue. Maybe we'll do that. 17, 20, 13. That might work a bit better. Do you think it'll be high deg? I don't think Vegas is that bad on tires, is it? Because it usually... The track temp is usually very, very low. And I don't think it hurts the tires too much. So I think deg should be alright. But, yeah, like I said, I think we can play it by ear and see what we want to do. So, yeah, that's what we'll do then. We'll either go with a one-stop, 21, 29, or we'll go with a two-stop, 17, 20, and then 13 on the softs at the end. I think that's a good option for us, isn't it? Very good option. Right. Let's have a look at the prediction then, shall we? So, Charles Leclerc does start on pole position now with Verstappen taking that penalty. Perez in second, ourselves in third, Albon in fourth. We could definitely do a team v team today. Maybe a Red Bull versus Williams? Have you heard of Turkey Dinosaurs? Yes. It's a cold track, so hards might struggle to fire up. That's also the concern, I guess. That's also the concern. The hards may not get up to temperature very well, and they might slip inside a little without the wear. Start the race. We'll start in a second. Red Bull versus Williams match come through the grid. Albon might drop. Exactly. And that's a good prediction, actually, isn't it? And that's a good prediction. Have we got any mods in chat? I could do a prediction. Is it one pit stop strategy better at Vegas? I guess it also depends on traffic as well, right? No mods in chat? Oh, no. Okay, let me do the prediction for you guys real quick then. Prediction. Start prediction. Who will score the most points? Williams. I'm hoping I'm spelling this right because I'm wearing my gloves right now, so it's kind of fat fingering. There you go. Who will score the most points? Will it be Williams, or will it be Red Bull? 2-minute prediction up in the chat right now. Get your predictions up in the chat right now. Will we get more points than Red Bull? Get your predictions in. All right, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I think it's time to get ourselves ready and underway for the Las Vegas Grand Prix. We start this race in 3rd place. We had a pretty decent qualifying. It could have been better. We did originally qualify 4th, but because of that penalty to Max Verstappen, who is the championship leader, and the man we're hunting down the championship, he starts P9, we start P3 because of that penalty. So it could be a very good day for the championship, but we got to get this right today. No other option than to get this right. These are the 2 strategies we are looking at today. We are looking at the 1-stop medium hard, 21 on the mediums, 29 on the hards. We're also looking at this 2-stop with 17, 20 on the mediums, and then 13 on the softs right at the end. We're going to play it by ear, see how the tyres feel, and decide as we go through the race. But, ladies and gentlemen, we start P3. Today's prediction will be who will score the most points out of Williams and Red Bull. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for 50 laps of racing action here in Las Vegas.
Okay, how was that pull away? You'll have a bit more grip than that on the start, but we need to warm the tyres properly now. Make sure you get some heat into the brakes as well. No rain expected for the time being.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Las Vegas Grand Prix. With that penalty to Verstappen, we are promoted to P3. He was originally on pole position. He's now down in 9th place after that penalty. You can see the tyres still struggling with temperature as Charles Leclerc will take that pole position for this race now. Perez alongside him, and ourselves and Albon, the 2 Williams doing very well in qualifying, all things considered. We'll start on the 2nd row together for, I think, the first time in this career.
Okay,
Oh, I
not an ideal placement.
I overshot it.
You're going to need a good launch for the race.
All right, here we go. Yeah, the first couple laps can be very, very interesting.
Start sequence will begin.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 5 red lights for some racing action here in Vegas. Lights out, away we go, and Sergio Perez is off the line terribly as we head down towards turn 1. Perez trying to get back on the inside. We've got a little bit deep on the brakes as Hamilton tries to switch back out of turn 1 through turn 2 we go. We hold the inside line. Perez gets back on Lewis Hamilton, and we do get that P2 back on the Mexican as we head down towards turn 3 now. We'll hold the inside line. Perez looking around the outside. Our straight line speed should hold us there though, and we do maintain that position over Sergio Perez as we finish up the first sector of this lap. Charles Leclerc with a healthy lead though, heading into the sphere section. Sergio Perez trying to get up the inside there, no way through, and we get good grip on the exit as we try and power through and try and close that gap down to Charles Leclerc. But not a bad start at all. That battle between us, Perez and Hamilton, has definitely benefited Charles Leclerc early on here, and you can see that gap 1.7 seconds as we head onto the strip for the first time in this race. We know we got good straight line speed in this car. Let's see how much it truly is. Look at that gap to Sergio Perez. It was 4 tenths at the start of the straight. It's now 7 tenths. Oh my goodness. This car is quick. And look at that gap to Charles Leclerc coming down as well. We're within a second of him by the time we hit the braking point of the end of the straight. Lewis Hamilton has got past Sergio Perez. Maybe, no, he's not. Yes, he has. They're side by side through that section. And now we've opened up that gap to those two as well. So here we go. That gap's already opened up. Charles Leclerc will lead us away on the opening lap. DRS now available. Illegal car you have there, right? We need to have a look at some mini DRS in this car, don't we? This car is lightning quick in the straights. Absolutely lightning fast. How's it so fast in a straight line? Welcome to Williams. To be fair, the AI with their battery are pretty stupid here as well. They're not very good at saving their battery for that final straight. Plus, I'm probably running very low downforce as well, so that might also help. It means we'll be a bit slower in the first sector and through this sequence here, but everywhere else we'll be very good, I think. What's happening with Verstappen? I don't know, unfortunately. Albon's down to P5. Unfortunately, he's dropped a position in the opening lap. Yeah, chili for dinner. Nice. We'll aperitif that. Here we go, though. This will be where we're strong once again. Charles Leclerc has opened up that gap during the rest of the track, but we're looking decent here. Josh, thanks for following on Twitch for me. Appreciate you, dudes. Welcome in as well. Who else watching while studying? Yo, big up my studying gang. Yellow flags out on track already. That is somewhere behind us. Who is that? Is that a Red Bull? No way. No way. Who is it? Who is it? They're still going. Is it a Red Bull or a Racing Bull?
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
Tell me who that is right now. Please. I've been trolled. I've been absolutely trolled. GG. Verstappen's still in the race. It's Yuki Tsunoda. It's Yuki Tsunoda. He's out of the race early on here. I'd love to know where Max is. I don't think there's a command for it, is there? Rival status?
Okay, so we're leading our
No, that's teammate.
by 2.2 seconds. They're on fresh.
I swear there's one called Rival, right?
They're currently 5th. Time last lap.
Race director? Yeah, race director would tell me, but I don't want to really have to pause the game, right?
I didn't catch that, mate. Just say it
Mate.
again.
No, I don't see anything about Rival.
Caution, caution.
Yellow flag still out for Yuki's car.
One's come off ahead of you. There's a yellow flag.
We're so quick in this straight, we can't get that DRS zone right now.
33.7.
Thought that was Max. We all did. We all did. Their car color does look very similar, unfortunately, on the map, so quite an easy one to get tripped up by. Look, Alex Albon back into P4, by the way. Lando Norris getting to P5. Perez dropped a few positions there. But we have got a 3.5 second gap to Lewis Hamilton at the start of lap 4, so looking pretty good so far. Looking pretty good. Max must be like 8th, maybe. If you guys can identify him on the map, let me know. Actually, might have gained a couple positions. I think I saw him for a second there. I think he was behind a McLaren. Is he P6? I think I saw him behind a McLaren. I think he's in P6. Isn't that Perez? Oh, yeah, it might be. You might be right, actually. It might be Perez. What's the gap in the World Drivers' Championship? 45 points. So right now, we'll be getting a nice jump on him. Must be the water. Add it to words of wisdom. Yeah, it's difficult to identify there, isn't it? I think he's battling with Checo. Yeah, he's behind Checo, so he's P7. He's P7. So he's gained 2 positions in the opening 4 laps. That's not really ideal, is it? Alex Albon into P3, by the way. Go on, Alex. Love to see it. 1.3 seconds to Charles Leclerc then as we head on to lap 5. We're not really able to close up that much to Leclerc over the lap, are we? He's done a 33.5. We've done a 33.4, so we did gain about a 10th, maybe, on that lap. Alex Albon, 33.2. The Thai driver cooking so far. Right, let's not worry about Verstappen. There's nothing we can do about him right now. Let's focus on our race. Let's try and bring that gap down to Charles Leclerc. That's our main focus right now. This race is winnable. We just need to try and bring that gap within a second of Charles Leclerc in the detection zone. Did you see the sphere following Charles there? I've never seen a sphere do that in this game. The sphere's face was literally following Charles Leclerc's car. That was amazing. Oh, Jesus. I do that sometimes. I've never seen it do that. I've seen it doing, like, its faces and stuff, but I've never seen it, like, tracking the car. That was quite satisfying to watch. They did it after release, did they? That's sick. I love that. Is the car understeering? It will be a bit. Yeah, we're running low downforce, so look at that. We're in a second of Charles Leclerc now. We need to keep that weight out of turn 1 so we get DRS next lap. But we've got 2 green sectors so far. Can we make it 3? It's just on the brink of that 1 second. As we cross the line, is this going to be a fast lap for ourselves? It is 33.1. I think we got DRS here. I think we got DRS. This car is quick right now. Bit of a slide on entry into turn 2. And there it is. There's our first bit of DRS on Charles Leclerc. And here we come. We are coming for that lead. No brotherly love here. Oh, that's a touch deep in this here section. Being a Ferrari fan is hazardous to my health. That's the lifestyle you chose. It's on that brink of 1 second again, isn't it? Come on, stay within it. The detection point is quite late into the straight, isn't it? So, oh, that little tight left hander we go. And I think we're just within that 1 second. We are. We should have DRS down this back straight, maybe. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Here we go. Charles Leclerc's out of battery here. Are we going to be able to get past him in the final corner? We're getting very close. Look how much we're closing to Charles Leclerc. I think we're a little bit too far back here, though. But we gained big down the strip there, though. Really, really big time gained. 5.6 to Alex Albon, who's battling with Lewis Hamilton, so the gap behind continues to extend. We'll stay in that slipstream of Charles Leclerc down through turn 1. We go as we hit the apex, keeping it nice and close to the Ferrari. Rear of the car getting a little slidey. But now we get DRS wide open on Charles Leclerc again. But I think, once again, just like last time, we're a little bit too far back right now. What's difficulty? 110. We're on max AI. What about Alfonso? That was good. Hit our brakes nicely there. Absolutely, Drogba, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, we're going to be close enough this time, aren't we? I think this is the moment, chat. I think this is the moment. A little bit too much inside curve there. Just unsettles the car a touch. But here we go. Can we get past Charles Leclerc down the Vegas Strip? We're in that slipstream. DRS will become active in 3, 2, 1. DRS available. Charles Leclerc under pressure. He's used up all his battery. Round the outside we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the lead of the Vegas Grand Prix, which will not be music to Verstappen's ears in the slightest. And we've got a bit of battery just to pull ourselves away down towards the opening corner as we head on to lap 8 Here in Las Vegas. Ciao.
Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race.
Wait, people are going to get upset if I say that, though. They got upset at Bettman for saying it. I wonder if Verstappen's up to P6 yet, baby. Actually, looks like he might be stuck behind the Mercedes of George Russell, who's on the soft tyre. That soft tyre doesn't look like it's doing much right now, does it? That was tyre wear. Rear tyres 11 and 12. That's not too bad, is it? Hello? Bloody hell, where's Charles Leclerc come from? Jesus. Sense up the inside there. Was not expecting it. We've got plenty of battery available, though. Perez leading that train. Verstappen stuck in. Yeah. Albon's still in P3 right now. Could be a double Williams podium for the first time this season. That'd be great. There we go onto the strip once more. Will Charles Leclerc get back on us and get back past us as we head towards the end of this strip, using up a lot of battery just to extend our gap. He'll have DRS right about now and is not gaining anything. Wow. That is unbelievable. This straight line speed is going to kill him. It's going to absolutely kill him. Look at the gap to Albon now as well. 9 seconds to Alex Albon. This car is so quick. So quick. Quali position. Qualified P4, started P3. Shower creates dive bombs. I think he knows that's his only opportunity. He's got no DRS here, though. He'll have no DRS down this opening straight. I want to do some hero teammate work. Yeah. I'm just hoping it doesn't allow Verstappen to catch up. That's the only thing. Looks like Lando Norris has got past him now. Is it the best car on the grid? No. It's the 5th best, I think. Very close to 3rd, though. Very, very close.
Okay, Arthur.
What's Charles' pit stop strategy?
Right now. We've got to
Let's have a look.
Come on, we can do better than this.
Driver behind.
Leclerc behind. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 8 laps old. We think they've got one more.
He's one stopping.
And the time last lap, 1 minute 34.3.
Leclerc's one stopping. He's just in DRS range again. Only just, though. What do we think, chat? Are we thinking 1 stop or 2 stop from here out? We've got 41 to go. What do we do? Are we thinking 2 or 1?
Tyre condition still looking good.
Because right now we're getting some good gaps to P3. The 2 stop could definitely work. If we don't get traffic, the 2 stop will definitely cook. With this place say 1 stop. Rear tire's feeling a little slippery through that. I think 2, you're gapping them. We really are. We've extended that gap a bit more to Charles Leclerc as well, so I really think the 2 can work here. I really like the idea of the 2. What I will say, though, is that soft tyre that Russell was on didn't look great. He got up to around where Lewis Hamilton is right now and then dropped off immediately. He got about 5 or 6 laps out the softs and then had nothing left. That would be my concern. That would be my concern. I tried a 100 at Vegas. 2 stops so much faster. Really? That's interesting. Very interesting. He's full fuel, though. That is true. That is a fair point. I think Leclerc just got himself DRS again. Not if it matters right now to us. Polby grind, there says. Pivy grind. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong, but thank you much for the follow, mate. Appreciate it. Welcome in as well. That could be a safety car. Want something better. That is an option, to be fair. The safety cars could throw this race around. Albon's still holding P3 at the end of the straight. This car's so quick. It's mad, isn't it? Obviously, it's struggling a bit in corners, but I think the speed we're getting on the straight is overcompensating that, essentially. How much for an F1 coaching session? I don't do coaching. I'd have a look into SRC if I want to do that sort of thing. One stop, you got clean air and avoid curbs and save tires. Yeah, we could probably do a bit of tire conservation, couldn't we? What's tire temps right now? Let's have a look. Temps are staying quite calm, aren't they? The temps are staying very quiet. They're not too upset at the moment, so... If anything, the rear right might be a tiny little bit high, but... Yeah, the fronts are, if anything, a little bit low. Rear left's okay. Yeah, I'm not too concerned. I'm not too concerned. Charles Leclerc did get a little bit this lap, didn't it? Albon P3, yeah. Yeah, he's cooking so far. Hopefully he can hold that position down the straight here. How do you know all the tracks that are racing line? Knowing reference points. Have you dropped the link you mentioned before for the tickets? I'm probably not going to do... can't really do it right now, can I? But I can put it in Discord later. If you're part of our Discord, I'll drop the link in there this evening. I doubt you're about to get tickets this year now for Le Mans, but for next year, it'll be the way to go. I need Verstappen to get out of traffic. I don't know where he is right now. Is he behind Albon now? Perez is up to P4. Can't really see that group at the moment. Championship position, P2. Can you guys see him on the map? I think he's about P6, P7. Almost just the wall there. It was close. Where is he? He's on the back of that Aston, isn't he? So I think he's around P7. I think he's around P7. Who DNF'd? Yuki Tsunoda. Alex must have had a moment. I think it was just a straight line. He got cooked in the straights. We're not really dipping away from Charles Leclerc right now, though, are we? We've got past him. We've not been able to break over a second too often. Sergio Perez gets back into P3. Hamilton's fighting him back, though. And we've already got a 15.5-second gap to those guys. How long's a pit stop here? If we get an early gap to P3, it might be worth that two-stop. $18 seconds, really? That's not much, is it? 18-second pit stop is not much at all. Yeah, it's not that long. I would maybe consider that two-stop then. Because we're going to have some clear air in a few laps' time if we were to box. And might be worth considering it. Boxing which lap? That's what we're deciding right now. When we want to box. Charles Leclerc still in DRS. I can't shake him off right now. George boxed? Yeah, George is boxed. So he did, what, 10 laps, 11 laps on that soft tyre? It's not a lot, is it? But again, as mentioned, he was on a heavier car, which might have hurt the tyre a bit more. Yeah, Max is leading the championship right now. Albon's got himself back into P3. Charles only threat for the two-stop? Yeah. Max P7 now, okay. So he has made a couple of moves. But not many. That's good for us, I think. I mean, if we have a free pit stop over Verstappen, it's probably worth taking, isn't it? If we have a free stop over Max, I think it's worth it. Because we know if he gets clean air, he'll start flying. We saw that in quali. So I think if we get that open space over Max, we should take it, in my opinion. Hammer a hard tire run? I don't know if we need the hards, to be honest with you. These videos are doing pretty good. I feel pretty good on them. Oh dear, Jam. I think maybe in 2 or 3 laps, we might have the gap we need. What's the downforce setup? Very low. Very, very, very low. I think we can see that right now in the straight line speeds. Pit lane lost time is 17 seconds. Wow. We've got that gap right now, haven't we?
We're approaching the pit window. And you're
Are you sure it's 17? Maybe we'll do an extra couple laps just in case it's a slow stop. I thought it was more. I thought so as well. Check rejoin. Good shout. Rejoin usually tells you worst case scenario. So let's have a look. P10 is worst case scenario. Yeah, maybe a couple more laps we box. Just to open up a little bit more, just in case. And we have opened up that gap to Charles Leclerc as well. We're on for a green lap, actually. It's a green first sector for ourselves. Can we make it a double green? It's at lap 17. Yeah, so it could work perfectly then, couldn't it? That was a bit of a lock up there. Almost touched the wall. Worst case scenario, maybe take a break with a coffee. Basically, yeah. Get the kettle on. Yeah, yellow in the second sector there, so this won't be a green lap. This won't be a green lap. Rear tire's feeling a little bit sketchy on the throttle now. I just got to take it a little easy. Charles Leclerc's dropped off big time here. 33.5 for ourselves. Are we going 1 stop or 2 stop? We're looking at a 2 stop right now. They're still battling for P3. Perez in! I just saw Perez boxed. That's early. Is he doing a 2 stop as well?
About the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
I wonder if he's doing hards at the end instead of softs, though. Verstappen P5. He was fine with Lando there. Verstappen's fight for P5 right now.
Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy.
Oh, God. We do have that pit stop advantage. We do have it. What up with our brother box? No idea. Probably early 20s. It is looking good, isn't it? It is looking good. Just got to keep hitting our... Oh, God. Not hitting the wall. I was meant to say hitting the apexes. I don't want to hit the wall.
Okay, nice work. Really good job with that start.
What do you think, chat? Box. Verstappen P5.
Boxing this lap.
Box. Box, box, pick a flame, you reckon? We've got a good gap here. We've got a good gap. Yeah, those rear tires aren't gripping too well anymore. Slide into the sphere section. Spinning up a little bit at exit too. Am I going to Arsenal Real Madrid? I did apply for the ballot, but I don't know if I got in. I haven't checked my emails. I doubt it, though, unfortunately.
Remember, box
You know what
this
it's
lap.
like.
Keep an eye on your distance and speed limit line as you approach, and make sure you don't.
AI percent 110. Chat, type 1 if we box right now. 2 for stay out. 1 if we box. 2 for stay out. All right, we've got lots of ones. All right, that confirms it. 2 stop underway. Let's go. Box, box, box this lap.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
In we go. That was a little bit slow on entry, but should be okay. Charles Leclerc stays out. We've got yellow flags in the final second to last corner. That was a McLaren, I think, went deep. Maybe. I don't know. It's still yellow. What's going on?
Okay, mate,
No.
that's it. Go,
Is that
go.
Albon?
That was a fantastic stop.
Alex.
Faster than we were expecting.
Alex.
All right, we'll be doing one
Alex.
more stop today. One stop left. in
There's
this
no way. There's no way, right? I think that's Alex. Is he continuing or pulling over? He's pulling over.
Okay, this isn't our true position. They have
Bro!
on a one-stopper, so don't waste time fighting because they should be coming in soon.
Bro! Every time he gets in a good position in a race, something happens. He might be the most unluckiest driver in this career right now. He was absolutely cooking this weekend. Oh, man.
Okay, Alexander.
Verstappen, Hamilton, 5 for P3 back there as well. We'll see a stranded Williams at the end of the runoff here. Yellow flags are still out, but no safety car, but that seems a bit... Yeah, if that was a safety car, that'd have been bad, wouldn't it? Really bad. It's just despawned. I think. Oh, no, it's still there, actually, I think. But, yeah.
Okay, this
Mad.
is not your true position. They haven't pitted you.
That's
so
unfortunate
don't
for him.
waste time fighting them.
Very
They
unfortunate.
will be coming in soon.
All right. Here we go, then. These tyres are warmed up. Let's give it everything. We'll extend that gap to Hamilton, Stroll, Norris, and Co. behind us. Stroll's having a quietly good race. 14.4 to Charles Leclerc. We'll gain as much as we possibly can before he boxes. He'll be boxing in about 3 or 4 laps, I reckon. But our tyres will be a lot fresher, and we know we're quick in the straights, so we should gain some nice time to Big Bro right now. Where did Albon qualify? Right behind us. P5. But started P4 because of the penalty to Verstappen. Would be nice to see Arthur maybe make it to F1 in real life. Been a long time since there were brothers on the grid. Yeah, I don't know if he's... I'll be honest, I've not watched a lot of Arthur Leclerc. I don't know how good he actually is. I don't think it will happen, though, but there seems a bit... Is Max P6 again? Yeah, probably. Those guys behind are all at DRS trains. They're constantly changing positions. You'll probably see it happen again here. Unless Max boxed. I don't think he did he? No, I don't think he has. Ask I'm ready about Charles Leclerc. Driver in front.
Leclerc ahead. Okay, gap to the car in front, 0.2 seconds. They're on old mediums. We think they've got one more
Yeah, he's still on the one stop.
Your last lap time, 1:34.4.
He's still on the one stop. I think he'll box in about 2 or 3 laps. And he'll go harsh to the end. But look at the time we've already caught to him. We're down to 13.1. It was just over 15 when we exit the pits. So we're already catching some good time right now to Big Bro. Put up, right? And we're also opening up that gap nicely to the guys behind too, so... Oy, Jesus. I hate that corner so much. It's almost as bad as that one Miami corner. I want to see 3 purple sectors next lap. Might need a bit of helping out from DRS, but we've got 2 greens so far. 12.4 to show. I like what we're doing right now. We've hit a goal there as well. Don't know what it was, but we hit a goal. Go on, give us 3 green sectors. Give us 3 greens. Give it to me. Nice.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done.
Who needs purple sectors when you can get a purple lap? How often do I stream? Typically 5 times a week. This week will be 4. So the next stream, unfortunately, will be on Thursday, which I know is a little bit away, but I'm not going to be here tomorrow on Wednesday, so next stream will be on Thursday. Where we go to Qatar, and then on Saturday will be the next one after that, where we go for the finale in Abu Dhabi.
Okay, Arthur. We've got some clear track around us now. So
Shiva
let's use it
36.5,
and
that's
make this
easy.
Next lap a quick one. Let's go.
That's easy. But yeah, typically I stream on Wednesdays, which would make it 5 times a week. Is streaming your full-time job? No, it's not. No, I already have a full-time job. I do this in the hobby, basically. I turn line off. Do I turn that AI down until I get quick without line? Up to you, really. It depends how your pace is. You may also need to, like, adjust your braking points depending on where you're racing as well, because obviously if there's cars in front of you, you need to brake a little bit earlier because your stopping distance to the traveling cars in front needs to be a bit earlier, so you need to understand that sort of thing too. Like, it's all well and good learning braking points and things, but you also need to learn where to brake if you have traffic in front of you.
Oh, mate, you made that look easy. Nice work. That's why I love
Charlene, yep.
Smashed it.
End of 22, Charlotte's in. What will be our gap then? That should be a pretty meaty gap, no? That should be a very nice gap. Is Verstappen in? I think Max might be in as well.
Don't forget, you got more control than ever over your ERS mode, so play around with them in your MFT.
7.7 to Charles. That's not bad, is it? Zhou Guan Yu in P5. Go on, go. Oh, God. Bit of a tap on the wall of the tyres. Do I use ABS? No. All my assists are off.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear.
What was your reaction when both Hamilton and Leclerc got DQ'd in the Chinese Grand Prix on Sunday? It didn't bother me. I'm not a Ferrari fan. It sucks for them, but rules are rules, you know? Rules are rules. It's 8 seconds to Leclerc at the end of that straight there. Wow. We're still quick in the straight lines. You make this look easy? I've been doing this shit too long. Which team do I like? I'm an Aston Martin fan.
Good job. That was the fastest
There we go.
lap of the race.
32.444. Then that was only just faster than the other previous best we had. So I'd imagine we'll see everyone who stayed out on that last lap heading in this lap. Let's see. Yep, Stroll and Gasly both in. We should start seeing the net positions playing out now, I think. Perez got a pretty big gap to the guys behind him. However, he'll be on older tyres, obviously, on that medium. This might be an easy win. Well, we are 2-stopping. Don't forget that. We'll have a lot of time to find that final stint. And as this tyre gets worse, Leclerc gets better. Don't forget that. Leclerc obviously being Charles. How does your car not lose battery when you're on hot lap? We probably have ERS upgrades on the car. It's career mode, so. Pulled back my like when you said you're an Aston Martin fan. What's wrong with Aston Martin? Where did Aston Martin hurt you? How could you be a fan of a team that bad? What do you mean? Lance Stroll's cooking. Lance Stroll cookery. He's going to be the 2026 world champion. What are you talking about? What is this Aston Martin disrespect, chat? Don't hurt my feelings. Favorite driver, Verstappen.
Great work. That's
32-1. We're getting faster.
race.
We are literally getting faster right now. Tires are still in pretty good condition, to be fair, so. Verstappen for Aston would be nice. Could you imagine a Verstappen Yuki Tsunoda lineup in Aston Martin 2027? That'd be unbelievable. I'd be the happiest man in the world. Imagine being behind Williams and the constructors. Hey, Williams are actually good right now. Stroll hurts the team more than Alonso can help. Stroll's the only one who's got points for them this season. So all I'm saying, I'm obviously joking. I don't really rate Stroll either. Just for clarity. I know Stroll is not great. But you've got to give credit where it's due. He's been good so far this season. I have been very critical of Stroll in the past. But he's had a strong start to the season. You can't deny that. You cannot deny that. We all know it'll probably fall apart in Japan, so I'll enjoy it while it lasts. Verstappen up to P5. Oh, it was P5. Oh, no. Oh. Battle with Piastri. Oh, God. Come on, Tyre, stay with me. I hate that corner so much. So much. Shmedu and Secatito, I think it says. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong, but thank you for the follows, guys. Appreciate you. Even at the end of this, you should have a free stop over Max. Should. I think all the battling they're doing back there is really hurting them, which is great for us, so. That's the problem with the AI here. I mean, they're not overly quick at Vegas, clearly. But the problem is they always battle. The AI are not very smart at that sort of thing, so they always lose time from things like that. Don't doubt the Williams, Vince. I'm not doubting them. Where have I doubted them? They've got a great car right now.
Okay, the incident's been cleared. Let's get back.
Oh my God, Charles Leclerc spun.
Come on.
Is that a safety car? Charles Leclerc just spun. Chat, that's a safety car, I think. Charles, get your car facing the right way now. Get your car pointing in the right direction right now. Oh my God, he has. Dude, that would have been a safety car if anyone else caught up to him. Bruh. Would have had to have boxed for hards then, right? I mean, Charles Leclerc, he's bottled it there. He's conceded position to Perez now. That might have given us the win right there, I'm not going to lie. And that might have given us a very comfortable win. We still have to box, but once we box, we still got the gap to Sergio Perez. And we'll come out well ahead. I think we're good here, chat. We're halfway through the race, and we have a net 23-second lead. That is mental. Absolutely mental. We have a free stop over the entire grid. How do we make this challenging from here? I don't want an easy race. What's the timer right now? 12% rear right. Free stop, you reckon? Should I go hards until lap 48? Sorry, 38.
getting some strange readings from a couple of the sensors. I don't think you need to be worried, just some bad data. So keep doing what you're doing.
Don't complain. I'm not complaining, but I don't want this to be boring or anything like that. I still want to make it fun. I still want to make it fun and challenging. And it was that way up until Charles Leclerc just spun, so... Change your front wing for fun the last stint. I don't think you can if there's no damage. I know you can set this to yes, but I don't think it will do it. Unbind ERS. I might as well just go none ERS at that point, no? Race the challenge should be fun, just bring it home. We can still win the race and make it challenging. Reckon we should make it pit to make it harder. Should we go hard until lap 38 then? And then go the last 12 on softs? What do we think? Should we do that? And that'll keep it challenging and fun. Do 2 more stops for softs. I think we only have 1 fresh soft tire. Why are we so far ahead? We wasn't until Charles Leclerc spun. We didn't have a big gap, but then Charles Leclerc spun and lost all the time. So, 2 soft stops, 1 will be used. I don't know what the tire wear is on that other soft, but we can do that if you want. Change camera angle makes it better. Nah, I'm good. You don't need a fresh soft, don't be silly. Are you saying old softs to the end? Oh my god, that was a little bit close to the barrier. Should we box for... Well, the problem is it'll make me go on the new softs now. I'd rather not do that. What if we went on the used mediums until the next pit stop? How about that? What if we went back on the old mediums until lap 38? That would work, wouldn't it? That would be good. Are we doing 2 more stops anyways? We were planning on doing only 1 more.
No tyre concerns at the moment. Just
Yeah, you guys like that? Okay, let's do that. We'll go on the old mediums. That old medium tire will be significantly slower. It's about double the tire wear of what we got now. So I think that'll be good. Let's do that. Old medium tires. And then we'll box for softs as planned on lap 38. Let's do it. Get wets? Nah, wets will lose us a lot of time. That's too challenging. That's way too challenging. Old mediums will work fine. Let's do that. They'll be slow. And that'll give us about a 6-second, roughly, gap to Sergio Perez. Back to where it roughly was before, so that works out perfectly, in my opinion. That works out perfectly. That'll keep it fair and fun to the end, with also a good challenge. All right, here we go. Let's get it done. We don't want none of that easy stuff around here. We always try and keep things fair. Obviously, AI are too slow here, so... And that's on max AI. This is a literal side quest right now, yeah. We still will come out ahead of Sergio Perez. By about 8 or 9 seconds, I think.
Okay, go, go, go.
2.4 seconds, nice. Mid-session save.
There, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy
Top 10
with
anime respect moments. Yeah, look at that gap we still have to Perez as well.
Now let's get some heat into those tyres.
What's that? 8 seconds? Russell's boxing again there.
He's a pit this lap.
Yeah, about 9 seconds. Nice. And these tyres are on 28% wear, so yeah, almost double on the wear. This should be a good challenge to the end. And they're a bit cold right now as well, which doesn't help, so... Should have said before the box? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. All right, let's do this. Now the challenge and the race is back on for everyone. Because the AI are too dumb with their strategies. And racing. Yep, it definitely feels one.
Box this lap, please. Box this lap.
Did he have a penalty to serve? Yeah, let's say we had a penalty, chat, huh? Let's say we had a penalty to serve. It was a hypothetical penalty. We had a hypothetical stop-go. You still got a box, you want to use mediums? I know. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. This was all planned. Yeah, that flat spot, exactly. We had a flat spot, so we went back to the old mediums. I think that gap to Perez will probably still increase, to be fair. I think our tyres are still a little bit better than his, but we probably will start seeing Charles Leclerc closing the gap now. There you go. As I speak of Sergio Perez, he's just boxed as well, so... Semi-planned, yeah. I mean... I don't think anyone expected the AI to be this bad around Vegas. At least I wasn't expecting that. And like I say, we're on 110 AI right now as well, so we can't, like, blame a low AI level or whatever. We are genuinely on 110. Just the AI are not very smart. I think the AI would be okay. It's just the fact that they battle each other through corners all the time and lose genuinely seconds a lap. The AI just really are not smart. I've got 103 AI at Vegas, so I'm nearly at 90. Yeah, I know what it is. But yeah, you can see Charles Leclerc is starting to gain, though, 9.7 seconds. So the race is definitely back on. So we are going to have to still work for this now. We are going to have to still work for this. Yeah, the Aston's in P3 and P4. Dude, this is my wet dream. Aston Martin's competing for podiums. Dude, am I in 2022 all over again? Or was it 2023? What year was it when Aston Martin looked really strong at the start? Was it 2023? I think it was, right? Yeah, it was 2023. Alonso got a good few podiums, didn't he? He was big cooking. And then the second half of the season, they completely dropped off and never came back. Alonso podiums galore, literally. I was in paradise. I miss them days. I miss them days. Cool. And these tires are sliding quite a bit right now. We're only got to do 6 more laps of them, then we go on the softs. Is your bro taking those hards to the end? Yes. Yeah, Charlotte's taking those hards to the end. We're pitting again on around lap 38 for softs. And then it'll be a fight to the checker flag between ourselves and Big Bro. Either way, as it stands, looks like we're going to be outperforming Verstappen big time, which could be huge for the championship. Gives us a lot of hope going into Qatar, where the car most likely will be a bit weaker. Abu Dhabi, I think, will be strong, but Qatar, I feel like, will be a bit weaker. Was there a Racing Point fan before Aston Martin? No. I've always been, like, a big Aston Martin guy. Like, I've always loved their road cars, loved their sports cars, loved them in all types of sports car racing, like Le Mans and World Endurance Championship, GT, all that sort of stuff. So, naturally, when they came into F1, it was only right for me to start supporting them, wasn't it? So... yeah, these rear tyres are not feeling too good. Need to see Charles spin. What lap was that? It was about 10 laps ago, wasn't it? It was fairly early into his stint. Maybe slightly less than 10. Mid-20s. They're the epitome of British 2-3 Bond, British racing winning, etc. Yeah. I mean, even in like sports car racing, they would literally use the number 007. The marketing for it was great, and they still do actually. The Valkyrie in World Endurance Championship is using 007. Unfortunately, it doesn't look very quick. But yeah, as you say, they are the epitome of a British manufacturer. So sticking to my home guns, basically. Check where Max is. He's in that train. I don't know where exactly, but he's not in the top 5, and that's all I care about. I think he's P6 behind Lance Stroll. Oh, these rear tires are not feeling too good. These rears are not feeling good. Last time was a 33.4. So I do feel like these tires are starting to drop off now. 33.5 that time as well. These tires are dropping off. But like I said, we are going to pit again. We will come out ahead of Lando Norris. A pit stop here is just under 20 seconds.
We've got a lot of spare energy. Okay to use your overtake button.
But we are going to come out about 10 seconds behind Charles Leclerc. So we'll have a lot of time to try and find on that final
Okay,
tyre.
we're seeing a lot of tyre wear at the moment. Please try and look after them.
Current tyre wear, what's that? Keep tyre wear under 41.29. Okay. Interesting. Max is P8. You sure? Yeah, I think Vauxhall lost British allegiance. I don't believe they're British anymore. They used to be, but I don't believe they're British anymore. Check compound might be set to old mediums. It probably is. That shit's a hards. Soft tires on. 7.8 to Charles Leclerc. Whoa. He's just gained a lot of time. Oh my god. Jimmy, you don't own an Astra anymore, man. You can let it go. You don't own an Astra anymore. It was a Corsa? My bad. Even worse. Mantis, thanks for following Twitch, mate. Appreciate you, dudes. Welcome in as well. Oh man, these tires do not feel too good. Vauxhall is owned by American GM, yeah. That sounds about right. Vauxhall are called Opel in Europe? Yes. Yeah, it's the same as like the whole like Honda and Acura thing. Honda are called Honda everywhere other than in America where they're called Acura. Or Acura, however you say it. 7.4 again to Charles. We're about 3 laps away from pitting. 3 laps away.
Okay, be aware, the grip levels are going to start falling away soon.
Have you done one of those racing experiences? You know if it's worth it? I don't think... No, I've not done a race experience, I don't think. I've like done test drives and stuff in sports cars, but I've never done a... never done a race experience. Oh yeah, Holden, wow. I've not heard of Holden in ages. Jeez. But yeah, you're right. Oh, Jesus. Dude, my rear tires feel horrible at turn 2. My tires feel horrible at turn 2. Oh my god. We need to do 2 more laps, chat. Need to do 2 more. If we go softs now, I don't think they get to the end properly. I think the last 2 or 3 laps, if we box now, are going to be horrible. We just got to try and get through these next couple. I think it's slightly too early right now. Earliest is next lap, I reckon. Perfect box now, then? No. I want the pain now rather than later. Short-term pain, long-term gain. That's what I'm hoping for right now. We'll probably come out right in front of Stroll's nose, I reckon. Sorry, Alonso's nose. Unless it's Stroll gets past him. Sky, thanks for following Twitch for me. Appreciate you, dudes. Welcome in. On to lap 37. Both the Astons still fighting for P3. Have to be so cautious on throttle through turn 2. When should we do it, chat? When should we box? Charles Leclerc continues to close that gap. When do we do it? When do we do it? Oh my god, please, car. Box 38, you reckon? I think I agree. I think I agree. Man, I'm literally rubbing my right tires against that wall every single time. What about softs to the end? That's what we're doing. We're doing softs to the end. You're not going to catch up. We'll see. The gap on pit exit at the moment is going to be about 12 seconds to Charles Leclerc. We'd need to get about a second a lap. In my opinion, that's doable. We know how fast that soft tire will be. We know how fast it will be. All right, I think end of 38. Here we go. Boxing end of 38. Let's do this. 33 at that time as well. Let's get a good in lap here. These tires are definitely finishing up now. Come on. I think Max is still behind Lando Norris right now in P6. Oh, shit. I'm telling you, chat, I despise that corner. I honestly don't mind this track too much, but that one corner, I hate it. I hate it. Verstappen's past Norris again. Come on. This is a bit of a damage limitation day for Verstappen, isn't it? Because I think at the moment we're guaranteed a top 2 with our current pace. Verstappen's a bit questionable where he's going to finish. So at the moment it looks like we're going to gain on around 12 to 15 points on him. Which is very nice. All right, in this lap, let's go. Box.
Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please.
The pit crew might not have been ready for me.
Okay,
Oh my God.
forget the targets for now.
That was a little close.
Focus on the pit stop.
All right, Charles Leclerc flies by. Charles Leclerc takes the lead of the Vegas Grand Prix. Here we go. On to the fresh red softs we go. This is a decent pit stop. Looked like it was a bit slow at the start, but all good now. And we are going to come out well ahead of Stroll, Verstappen, Alonso. Speaking of Verstappen, look where he is, P4. He's making moves. Max Verstappen, the championship leader by 45 points, is starting to make some moves. This is the gap to Charles Leclerc. 12.9 seconds with 11 laps to go. We need big pace. We need big pace. Let's do it, chat. Let's do this. Head down to the end. Let's lock in. We should stay clear of Verstappen, who's also got past Lance Stroll now as well. At the moment, we are going to get that fastest lap, and I think we'll stay with that. But Verstappen's starting to get through the grid now, isn't he? Tires still a touch cold. If you lose this race, I'm going to give everything. Look at that purple middle sector on the outlap. Mate, Verstappen nearly had a second on Stroll. He's really going for it, isn't he? He almost broke DRS. .7. We've already gained about a second. Both the Astons fine behind Verstappen. That's massive for him. We've already gained about a second and a half on Charles. Oh, this is good. This is good. This is really good. Verstappen has broke DRS, I believe. He's round the cusp of it, maybe. Come on.
Okay, we've got a gap of around
Purple
10
first sector.
seconds until you reach the next car. Keep pushing.
Purple first sector. Coming to that again in the middle. These early laps should all be PBs, really. .6. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Second sector, purple. I don't know if we'll get purple in the final, because we haven't got any DRS or anything, but it should still be a purple lap overall. Reece James scores, nice. I'm not going to get too excited, it's only Latvia. Into chicane we go. 9.5, the gap to Charles Leclerc. I think we're going to do it, aren't we? As long as the tyres stay alive, we will definitely catch up to Charles Leclerc. 31-0, there you go. We blitz the fastest lap. 9.2 the gap now. That's the same as the gap to Verstappen now as well. Both of them 9.2 each way. Max is cooking, he is. He won't catch us though, we're much faster. But it looks like he will get P3. So if he gets P3 and we finish in P1, we'll gain 11 points on him. But yeah, it's got 3 seconds to Stroll now, so he's definitely getting P3. So we'll bag 11 points closer to Max Verstappen. That'll bring the gap from 45 to 34 into the final 2 rounds. It's still going to be tricky, isn't it? It's still going to be tricky. Gap to Charles Leclerc, 8.7 as we head down the Vegas Strip. Casino's to the left of me, Casino's to the right. Here I am, catching up to you. Beautiful chicane. Beautiful chicane. There's Jack in the stands.
Keep managing your tires.
7.7. Come on. Max got a 5-second gap now. Jesus. Either he's cooking or the guys behind him are fighting way too much. I mean, he only overtook him like 2 or 3 laps ago. Not quite Peter Drury. It was worth a go.
Tire condition still looking
It was
good.
worth a go.
Okay, Arthur. Lap times are a little erratic.
Shiva lap time 35.9.
What's the difference between them?
Buddy, my last lap was at 31.8. You want me to go 4 seconds a lap slower, yeah? All right, say less. Say less. Ryan, thanks for following Twitch, mate. Appreciate it as well, dudes. How much are we getting right now? How much are we getting? Rears are on 7 and 8%. About a second a lap. That's good. We'll leave it a bit tight, though, won't it? Yeah, we'll leave it a bit tight. Might not be enough. I think it will be. We've got 8 laps to go. And if we keep getting a second lap, it will be in the last couple laps we catch him. Looking at lap 49. Oh, it's going to be tight, isn't it? This could be a showdown at the end. We've had a lot of showdowns at the end, haven't we? Had plenty against Max Verstappen, but this one, it's going to be between ourselves and Charles Leclerc. .1. Could have a cockpit here. Could have a cockpit. Philip swiftly says no. That was a touch deep, but still made the corner. .7. Last lap's a 31.4. Lap times are still good. Tell you what, Perez is catching up to Verstappen a little bit, actually, I think. He has got a bit of a train on him. Purple middle sector, damn. Still cooking. Still cooking. Bit low on battery at the end of the straight, though. It might cost me a tiny bit. Through the S section we go. Onto the exit. 4.3 is the gap. That was a good gain, I think, that time, wasn't it? That was a good gain this lap. That'll be a 30.9, a new PB, and a new fastest lap of the race. Oh, I think that was off the line, Joey. I think that was off the line on my end. Was before the line? You gotta consider the delay, man. You gotta consider latency. On my end, I'm 95% sure that was past the line. I did consider the delay, not well enough. Okay, fine. We'll do it next lap. We'll do it next lap. It was blocked anyway. The block would definitely have been too late. Refund the block? Yeah, refund the block. .7. Come on, we're still gaining, chat. We're still gaining. This is going to be tight at the end, but we're still gaining good. On Big Bro. You can see him up here. He is within sights now. Our target's been acquired. But next lap will be a cockpit lap. And usually I'm a bit slower in that, so let's see if we can still keep gaining. Here we go. Come on.
Pulling out a second a lap of the car behind. Really good stuff.
Still gaining, still gaining. Oh, God. Rear's locked a little bit. 2.6. Not getting too much this lap. But hopefully down this back straight, we'll gain a good chunk. We're very good in the straights. Watch that gap to Charles Leclerc plummet down. 2.5 to 2.3, 2.2, 2.1, 2.0. We're going to be within 2 seconds as we hit the breaking point of the final couple of corners. A little bit of rear lock there as well. Rotate beautifully through the final couple of corners. Less than 2 seconds as we head to the line. And that has been blocked. 1.9. Here we go. 4 to go. Just need to have a little bit of battery if I can. Let's have a look at the tyre wear, shall we? How's tyres looking? Oops. Ooh, those rears are a bit spicy, aren't they? Those rears going to feel a little greasy. Can I rewatch the stream on Twitch? You can indeed. The VODs on Twitch stay up for about 30 days, I believe. I will also upload it to my YouTube channel as well, my second channel. They might take a bit of time to get to this race because they're a bit behind. That was a little bit too much inside curb. The classic Leclerc v Leclerc. Arthur versus Charles is going to go down in history. $1.7. 60 days for subs, right? I don't think subs make any difference. I think it's the same time limit for everyone. Oh my goodness, look how much we caught. Look how much we caught. 1.3, 1.4. Drops off a little bit on the exit there. But we were almost within touching distance of Charles Leclerc onto lap 47. Here we go. Here we go. We're really close to DRS here, and I think we'll get it at the end of the next lap. Come on. Absolutely rapid in the straights. Yep, we're going to use that to our advantage. It's good. If we pass Leclerc, we know we will be able to stay in front of him. I'm getting a little bit of rear locking. I'm not even pushing the brake that hard, and I can feel the rears locking. Still a little bit too far away from DRS this time. He had a bit of a better middle section than us. Has to be better in 1 lap time. Great. Verstappen's in the championship? Yeah, he will. No matter what happens after this race, Verstappen will lead the championship. But will it be by 34 points, or will it be by less? Look how close we get here! We don't even have DRS! And look at the straight line speed! Between ourselves and Shaw, we've locked up, though! Oh my goodness! Maybe the brake bar should be 56 then, Jesus. We caused so much that back straight caught me off guard. However, we're still within that 1 second to Charles Leclerc. That cockpit was way too late. Way, way, way too late. You can't argue that one. You can't argue that one. Come on. We had DRS down towards turn 3 there, but still a little bit too far back. These rear tyres are not feeling too good right now.
We're increasing the gap on the car behind by 5/10 a lap.
Oh, that's smart from Jury there, I can't lie. That's smart. He's playing the game here. Here we go. 6 tenths, 5 tenths. This is it. To take the lead here in Las Vegas. We've got the DRS, we've got the slipstream. Charles tries to defend it, but no way he's stopping the attack here. Ladies and gentlemen, we take the lead here in Vegas.
No need to worry about
As we enter lap 49,
looking good.
we have got that advantage over Big Bro. Little Bro ahead of Big Bro. And we have a cockpit lap for the penultimate lap of this race. Oh, these rear tires are slippy, man. Very slippy. Bro, it's not Crofty. Too right. Croft should never be like me. Come on. Might have to go hard defensive here. Shaw gets very close into the sphere section. I wish that objective would go away. God, these tires do not feel good right now. These tires do not feel good. I do feel like preemptively blocking is kind of cheesy, though. I'm not going to lie. It is kind of cheesy. Charles way too far back here. He is not getting anything in the straight. Here we go. Last lap showdown. This is it. This is it. Here it comes. He's got a great run at the final corner. Charles Leclerc around the outside, up the inside, sorry. As we hold the outside line. We're side by side to the line. Charles Leclerc on the inside. We're on the outside. We stay side by side through turn 1 as well. Who's got the grip here? Charles Leclerc's got the grip. He will take the lead out of turn 2. And we'll have DRS available as we try and hunt it back down. But it's the Ferrari who leads. Come on, let's stay close. Just stay close. We know we've got straight line speed. Just don't lose him through the corners. Oh, my lord.
Okay, you're losing a small
Do not lose him through the corners.
behind, just keep pushing.
It's going to be a big gain on Max Verstappen today, no matter where we finish. Maybe not a big gain, actually, but it should be a gain. Here we go. This is it. Final lap. Final straight. It's all down to this. We've spared all of our battery. It's going to come down to pure straight line speed with a helping hand of DRS up the inside we go of Charles Leclerc. And we do take back the lead on the final lap. And now it will be a drag race to the checkered flag. Out the final corner we go. Here comes Charles Leclerc. He's run out of battery. And that means, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take victory here in Vegas. The gap between us and the championship comes ever closer. Big W. Big, big W. 33 points, I want to say, I think. Maybe 34. Probably 34, actually, I think, because we've got that fast lap. So 34 points will be the gap between ourselves and Max Verstappen heading into Qatar. He's still got that advantage, but we're still chipping away to the best we can. But he did come back good from that penalty. He got that P3. A damage limitation day, fairly successful for the Dutchman. Whew. Ah, that was tough. That was tough. We definitely made it more challenging doing that pit stop. I'm glad we did it. Because otherwise it would have been a very plain victory. So I'm glad it had a bit more of a challenge to it. That extra pit stop with the Cox at the end. What a finish. That's what we do, baby. That's what we do. We never want it too easy. But yeah, it is an Arthur and Charles. It's a Leclerc 1-2. We saw it in Q2, I think it was. And, or practice maybe, actually, sorry. And now we've seen it in the race as well. But ladies and gentlemen, another win to add to our tally. Max Verstappen drops some more points to the championship. 34 points separating us heading into the final 2 races. Can we? Can we do it against Max Verstappen? It's going to need something very special. But for now, we've done what we needed to do. Do even thanks for on Twitch, mate. Appreciate you, dudes. Welcome in as well. Williams win the prediction. Wait. Oh my God. Williams win the prediction by 1 point. Obviously, Alex Albon DNF'd, but Red Bull got 25 points, 15 from Max, 10 from Perez. Bro, that fastest lap point has won you guys a prediction. Yo, that fastest lap point was so clutch. That was a very, very clutch fastest lap point. Oh, man. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. We do take victory by 0.6 to Charles Leclerc. We extend... Well, we catch up, to Max Verstappen in the championship. We'll have a look at the standings in a second. But Verstappen managed to start P9 and finish P3. A great race, to be fair, from Verstappen. Fernando Alonso started P14, finished P4. So some great results there from those two. Perez in P5 picks up 10 points for Red Bull. Hamilton, Russell, Stroll, Norris, and Carlos Sainz all in that top 10. Let's have a look at the championship. 34 points is the gap between ourselves and the Dutchman with 2 race weekends to go. Don't forget, in Qatar, it is a sprint weekend. We do have a sprint weekend in Qatar, so 8 extra points are available there. So we get 26 available for Abu Dhabi. We get 26 for Qatar sprint. That's 42. Sorry, not 42, 52. And then we get the 8, which brings it to 60. So only 60 points available in the championship, and the gap is 34. It's going to be very, very close, isn't it? Season finish on Saturday too, right? Yep. The season will conclude this week, but the next stream will be on Thursday. So a few more days, unfortunately, until we find out what happens in Qatar. So Thursday we'll do Qatar, and then on Saturday will be the season finale, and maybe we could try and push Verstappen for that championship. But 34 points is the gap. Review Charles a spin. What happens again? Mid-20s, right? Somewhere in the mid-20s. Here, I think. Lap 25. New season, new colors. We'll see very soon. Choosing season 2 team on Thursday, on Saturday. Is CS cancelled? It's a break week for CS this week. It was up here, wasn't it? Creator Series has the week off this week, so we'll make up for the missed career mode stream. Oh my god, he reversed back onto the track. Oh my lords. Don't you love AI chat? Don't you love the AI? I tell you what, if he had maybe broke his wing or something against the wall and put some debris on the track, that could have been a VSC maybe. Sometimes debris will get a VSC, maybe if it's a lot of debris, a safety car. But yeah, that's peak AI, that, isn't it? That is peak AI. Must have been the water, yeah. It's that wisdom coming into effect again, huh? Very good. Very, very good. He could have made that turn. Oh, 100%. He could have made that turn. But you know what the AI's like. You know what the AI's like. Must have been the spin, yep. Must have been the spin. There you go then. So, Max Verstappen on 386 points. We're on 352. The gap has come down. Increased points of 435 to win. Oh my lord, we need to get a lot of points. I don't know if we can do all that. What about Albon's spin? Albon was a mechanical failure. He wasn't a spin. The only mistake that we saw from the AI there was from Leclerc. That was it. We beat Sergio Perez in the rivalry as well. That's great for our focus. Do we gain anything on the rating? Our racecraft's up to 87. Awareness almost at 86. Pace at 90. And our focus is at 89. We are in some fiery form right now. Fiery, fiery form. All right, good stuff. Torres, thanks for following on Twitch, mate. Appreciate it, well, dude. Welcome in. Great stats. Yeah, we are cooking so far, aren't we? Up to level 2 on the specialist there for the quality assurance tester. Get a new puck for that as well. Did we get P2 from having too much fun? What do you mean? Yeah, I'm not going to watch the England game, I'll be honest. I'm not going to watch it. I have no interest in it. I don't care too much for the international breaks. It doesn't bother me. Right. Let's see. What have we got to do here, then? We probably might have a little bit of R&D to do, but probably not a lot of points to spend. Yeah, 921.
This is the perfect.
There we go. Verstappen is our new rival now. There we go. That took long enough to appear.
And to show me why you belong amongst my very exclusive clientele.
I don't know why the number font looks so weird on the, where our names are there. But yeah, there we go. Verstappen is officially our new rival. A little bit late to really call it, but into Qatar and Abu Dhabi, we will have a new rival in Max Verstappen. I think it's a fair rival, that one as well. Much, much more fair. Right. What can we do on the R&D then? Let's do... What's our chassis saying? Oh, our chassis are weak, aren't they? That arrives after Abu Dhabi. Let's not do that one, actually. Is there anything that's before Abu Dhabi? Oh, I don't think there is. There's nothing that arrives before Abu Dhabi. Oh, if we rush this one, it might have a chance of arriving. Go on then. Let's do that one. Can't really do much else there. 34-point difference. Only 60 points maximum left. It's going to be tough. Yeah, we're going to need a lot of luck, aren't we? We're going to need a lot of luck. But we'll see. We'll see. Her voice is so annoying when wearing headphones. She's very seductive. I don't understand why. It scares me. I don't like it. Max DNF preferably. That would be the best way, wouldn't it? That would be the best way, is a DNF at some point. But yeah, it's going to be very, very difficult, but we'll give it everything. We'll give it everything. Are we going to do another season after this? Yeah, we're going to do a season 2. I think season 2, roughly, should conclude at the same sort of time F125 comes out. So that should be perfectly timed, hopefully. Fingers crossed. But yeah, we'll do a season 2, and I'd imagine that'll be the final season we do with Arthur Leclerc for this game, at least. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is today's stream over and done with then. We do gain on Max Verstappen by 11 points heading into the Qatar Grand Prix. Qatar, ladies and gentlemen, will be on Thursday this week. There'll be no stream on Wednesday this week, unfortunately. I'm away for work that day, so I won't be here on Wednesday. So the next Christmas stream will be on Thursday, and then on Saturday, there's no Creator Series this week. So on Saturday, we'll be back for the season finale of this career mode, and maybe trying to push for that championship. It's going to be tough, but we're going to give it absolutely everything as well. F125 announcement Wednesday. Yeah, if I'm home in time on Wednesday, I hope so, but I don't know yet. If I'm home in time on Wednesday, we'll do a watch along for the announcement and have a little chat about it. But it'll be a very short stream, that one. We won't be doing any actual gameplay or anything like that on Wednesday. But when F1 Manager was on Thursdays, Nico favorite. Yep, I do remember those days. Unfortunately, I didn't really enjoy F1 Manager too much. As much as I thought I wanted to, I didn't enjoy it that much. Season 2 still at Williams. You guys will get to decide on Saturday whether we stay at Williams or not. You guys will get to decide. But, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to wrap us up for the night. A lovely victory today in Vegas. After a bit of a tough qualifying session, we managed to bounce back with a big win. And the hunt continues, that championship, against Max Verstappen in the final 2 races. But that will be for Thursday's stream. Nico and Ollie Brabham, I know. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go see who is live to run over to, shall we? Who's live right now? Dana's live at the moment. Fabio's live. Creator Series is live doing WRC. Let's go to... tough choices. Should we go to Fabio? Or do you want to see Dana? Which one do you want, Chad? Do you want Dana or Fabio? I'll let you guys decide. Do you want Dana or Fabio? Fabio? Dana? You have beef with Fabio? It's true. It's true. Oh, it's a tight call, that one. I'm not going to lie. It's a tight call. About 50-50 it is, isn't it? All right, you know what? I'm going to do a coin flip. If it's heads, it's Dana. Or if it's tails, it's Fabio. All right, let's see. Tails, we're going to Fabio. We're going to Fabio. All right. Raid Fabio plank wear raid. And underweight car, right? And underweight car. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to run over to Mr. Infrated. That he's live right now doing a 50% race by the looks of it around Mexico. I swear I did that yesterday as well. Man must be loving Mexico right now. But yeah, he's live right now doing some F124, doing a bit of community racing. So we're going slow to him and see how he's doing. All my social medias, ladies and gentlemen, are in the chat. Twitter, Instagram, Discord, all in the chat right now. Do jump in on Discord if you haven't already. So we get announcements when we go live. There's a schedule, so it gets what we're doing on what day. And of course, you can hang out with me and all the other viewers on Discord as well. For those on TikTok, click the link in my bio. That takes to all my social medias as well. But like I say, do jump in on Discord. Best place to be to get everything community related. You get announcements for the streams. You get, I let you guys know when I upload videos and that sort of stuff as well. So just a great place to be for everything community related and everything related to me at least as well. So in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to run over to Fabio. He's live right now doing some open lobbies right now too. I'll be back with you guys on Thursday. 5 UK time as always. And on Thursday, we'll be back for the Qatar Grand Prix. Can we try and keep pushing that title against Max Verstappen? We'll find out on Thursday. Until then, have a fantastic rest of your night, and I'll see you guys on Thursday, ready for the Qatar Grand Prix. Bye-bye.